so.
It hung up on me. Hang on.
Oh, Bobby, kill me. Good evening. Welcome to Davis High School. We are back at the top of the perch of the birdcage here waiting for the Davis Wolves and Lady Wolves to take on the visiting Washington Warriors. Myself, Jared Morse, and Bobby Alexander here for the WOLF, the Howl Media Group here at Davis High School. Having you guys join us for Wolf basketball tonight. Pretty excited about it.
Should be a good game.
About earlier today.
Yep, should be a good one.
Traditionally, Washington pretty solid athletics program.
They're getting a lot better in a lot of things really fast.
And Washington big in football this year as it's been the case in the last few years. And then basketball, having had some history as a pretty decent basketball team. So looking forward to a couple good games here tonight. Let's see.
Lady Wolves are actually on a 4-game win streak right now.
Okay, right.
So I think that really bodes well for their confidence right now. Boys kind of got to get back to where they started, and bounce back. But I think we're in for a couple of good matches tonight.
Now, am I right? Both team won on Tuesday. Lindsay?
I'm not real sure. I want to say one of them lost, but I don't remember that, so I don't want to quote.
Right.
Don't quote me on that.
But
it's been a long week, so I really don't remember.
Yes, it has been. But first up tonight are the Lady Wolves taking on the visiting Lady Warriors. Of course, the Lady Wolves coached by Coach Brown and Coach West. Looking forward to what they're going to do tonight. Decent crowd, crowds pouring in pretty good. Tonight is Jersey night for our student section. We're hoping that they show up.
I do, but I know I saw a few good ones. One of them, I believe, was actually a bright orange, as much as I don't like the color for obvious reasons. A bright, and there he goes walking right there. It's actually the luxurious locks
of Levi Baxter,
wearing the number 9 of the great, what I consider Hall of Famer, Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher,
yes.
of the Louisiana Mud Dogs
yes,
fame.
Yes.
Bourbon Bowl MVP.
I know it's early in the night, but I think that's got to win best jersey.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, he was really excited about it.
He was pretty proud of it. He was bragging about it quite a bit. He's like, I got a cool jersey to wear. So yeah, that's awesome. I really hope that the students get into this. We need the theme nights and everything. Bring the students out. They get excited for it. And that's what you need. You need that. Yes, we are in a football school and kind of a football town, but we're starting to get better in a lot of things. And I think we get those kids in the seats, get the people in the stands, get them excited. You guys don't have to sit at home and watch us. Come out here, enjoy the game, and then let's root on the Wolves, and then you guys can watch us and listen to us babble on later.
Or not.
Yeah, or not. Whatever you want to do.
Real quick shout out to the sponsors that make it possible for us to get on the air every week. Mike Heller Chevrolet, CNC Backhoe, Mack Trailer, Oklahoma Army National Guard, Jones Jewelry, Vision Bank, First National Bank of Pauls Valley. It was First National Bank of Davis, Pauls Valley National Bank.
Right, yep.
I'll get that one of these days. Landmark Bank and Sooner Pharmacy.
Yep. Hilltop Animal Health.
And Hilltop Animal Health.
I think we got them all. Score
you
one.
Can't see the fist pump, but it happened.
Yep, I think we got them all.
I was really excited about that.
With that being said, Mr. Morris, I say we take a little break here. We got about just over 15 minutes to game time. Let's take a little break, start running some of these commercials. We're actually going to show the girls' hype video made by our students
nice.
live on air. So we're going to throw that out there, and then we'll be back about the time for tip-off.
Sounds good.
All right.
Custom Jewelry.
I joined the Army National Guard for multiple reasons. The first being which that I've always believed that the state of Oklahoma and the United States of America are truly exceptional on the world stage. So I wanted to do something to give back to the country and the state that's been so good to me. So one day I asked myself, if not me, who? And if not now, when? So it was at that point I decided to enlist. And the second reason being, getting my education has always been very important to me. So after doing some studying, I found the Army National Guard's college benefits were far more competitive than anything else out there. So after graduating from the University of Oklahoma, I was able to leave my college career basically debt-free. Now that I work in recruiting, I get to see people's lives change for the better by the Army National Guard on a daily basis. And people enlist for different reasons. It could be the competitive college benefits we offer, it could be a part-time paycheck, the job training we offer, or even healthcare. But regardless of why someone enlists, the fact still remains that their part-time military service has served as a stepping stone to propel their future.
Hey, look at this. I just got totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Vision Bank has free checking?
Totally free. And I got a free gift when I opened my account.
No monthly service charge?
No. Plus I have free bill pay, free online banking, and a free instant issue debit card.
And it's all free?
Yes. Plus they have 3 totally free account options and 2 of them pay interest.
And they have it right here at Vision Bank?
Yes, at all 8 Vision Bank locations.
So totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Now you've got it.
Get all the details and start saving today with totally free checking at Vision Bank, member FDIC.
Win the day! Go Wolves!
Sooner Pharmacy provides a variety of healthcare services. We accept e-prescriptions and we also offer delivery services. Sooner Pharmacy is handicap accessible. Sooner Pharmacy is located at 705 East Main Street inside Sooner Foods.
Are you looking for a great deal on a new Chevrolet or a great used car? Then come on down to Mike Hellick Chevrolet, located at 1630 East Main Street in Davis. Check out our wide selection of new and used cars, visit with our friendly staff, and enjoy a no-hassle buying experience. And as always, no dock fees or ADPs. Mike Hellick Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Davis Wolves football.
Call us first.
For loans.
For deposits.
For the best customer service.
Call us first.
We answer.
First National Bank of Davis, a branch of Pauls Valley National Bank.
Member FDIC.
Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Birdcage, Pete Bird Sports Arena here at Davis High School, as the Lady Wolves have just run out onto the court, and we're getting ready to start this game off in between the Davis Lady Wolves and the visiting Lady Warriors of Washington. Now, everything, just in case, if you have anybody who's wanting to check out the game, if you want, on Facebook and Twitter, the link is out there for,
Yep. Get out there
to join us.
If you can't make it out here, if you can't make it out tonight, I'm sorry to tell you, you missed out. Right next to this building, in the cafeteria, the Kiwanis had a pancake supper, which I think is wrapping up. So you missed out.
Pretty good. I wasn't able to go, but
I can't believe I'm fixing to say this live on air, but I'm not a big pancake guy.
It's okay.
That's almost un-American. I almost feel ashamed to say that.
Are you a waffle guy?
I kind of dig some Belgian waffles, man.
Have more pancake, but it's okay.
It's all right.
That's why it works.
All right. But anyway, so you missed out. But, if you can't get down here, thanks for joining us live as we get ready to watch these Lady Wolves take on the Lady Warriors.
I'm pretty excited about it. So we've got, a little quick shout for all our WOLF, the Howl Media Group students that are working tonight. We have Sherry Wyatt, Blake G, Blake Mangus, Duncan Harness, Legend Grissom, Natalie Gregg is one of our runners.
I think that's all of them.
And that's all of them tonight?
Yeah, I think that's all of them. I'm going to apologize ahead of time if the stats are bad. It is 100% Sherry Wyatt's fault. I delegated that to her this evening, and if she screws it up, it's not on me.
But bless her heart for being honest. I looked at her and said, Sherry, how much do you know about basketball? She just looks at me and shakes her head. So it's going to be awesome.
I think it's safe to say, Mr. Morris, that most of the kids in our class are not sports oriented.
No, and that's okay.
That's okay.
They do a good job.
It gives them a tie-in to this community,
right.
To be a part of this, and basically teaches them a skill. So
right. So we, not that we're the most athletic people in the world, but
hey, no, I did get a letter to go play high school basketball, even though my 37th birthday is tomorrow.
That is true. That was awesome.
I'm not sure. I know Coach Martin down there, I think he got the same letter. So it's good to know that people out there still think that we're young enough and good enough to play ball.
I did not get said letter, so we're good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got about just under 6.5 minutes to go. We're going to take a little breather, and we're going to leave the camera going so you guys can see the Lady Wolves get ready for this matchup, and we'll be back in just a minute.
And we're back to bring you the starting lineup for the Lady Wolves hosting the Lady Warriors.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Ohio Davis Schools, welcome to the Beatburn Sports Center for tonight's ball games, featuring the visiting Washington Warriors and your Davis Wolves. Before we have the starting lineup for the Postgame, please rise for the singing of our national anthem. Tonight by Davis High School Junior, Miss Brianna Jo Davis. And now for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you sing me by the dawn's early light? Once so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang, the bombs bursting
All right. That was Brianna Jo Davis of Davis High School. Number 2, Tinley Lucas. Number 4, Leyland Sheffy. Number 12, Kendall Wells. Number 15, Madison Myers. And number 23, Matt Richardson, the starters for the Lady Warriors.
I didn't know.
And for your Davis Lady Wolves, we're going to have number 1, Grace Murphy, a junior. Number 5, the sophomore, J.C. Lanoy. Number 11, a junior, Jordan Brown. Number 15, the senior, Jolie Grinstead. And then number 21, sophomore, Logan Pruitt.
Media's own. Logan.
Media's own Logan Pruitt.
Yeah, got to throw that out there. A little shout out to our own.
So just looking overall, it looks like teams are evenly matched as far as height goes. Like they look pretty even. Number 23, Matt Richardson, is going to be jumping for the Lady Warriors. And I'm guessing more than likely she's going to be jumping against number 15, Jolie Grinstead.
I think that's a pretty safe bet, Mr. Morris.
You know, I'm nothing if not obvious.
Different set you're seeing here from the Lady Warriors. Jordan kind of off on her own.
Yeah. And Jordan Brown's going to get the ball to start off the game. She's going to bring it across the center line, closely guarded. Crosses the logo. Looks to the right. His Logan Pruitt swings it up to the top of the arc to Grace Murphy. Over the right, Jason Lanoy is going to drive the lane and starts to lose control, but goes up for the shot. Rebound by number 12, which is Kendall Wells. So Wells brings the ball across, passes over to 14. I say 14, 15. Madison Myers. Myers goes to pass, And the ball's poked free, picked up by Murphy. And Grace with a pass down to J.C. Lenoy, and the ball goes in. Shot by J.C. Lenoy. That puts the Lady Wolves up 2-0.
Sorry about that. Had to kind of help out our stat lady over here.
You are fine. She's doing well.
She's. I think she's starting to freak out a little bit, so I'm trying to help her out.
Okay, Sherry, you're a pro. Don't anybody tell you different. So, Layla Shiffy for Washington makes that basket, so it is tied 2-2. Jordan Brown crosses the logo, passes to the right to Grace Murphy on the sideline.
Nearly went out of bounds there.
Almost. Grace passes the top of the key to Logan Pruitt, who manages to drive the lane, who tried to bounce pass to Jolie Grinstead. But
it's a good hustle play there.
Ball picked up by J.C. Lenoy. Back up to Grace Murphy. Murphy kicks it back out to Brown. Brown to Lenoy at the top of the arc, down on the left side to Logan Pruitt. Logan stutter steps and tries to catches the tip and overshoots a little bit, gets her own rebound, and the and one with the foul. So good hustle by Logan Pruitt to wind up that ball, go up, get her own rebound, and put that in for two and the and one. Logan hits her free shot. That puts the Lady Wolves up 5-2. So Wells is going to bring the ball down for the Lady Warriors. Guarded by Lenoy. She's dribbling around looking and goes inside, and it is picked off by Logan Pruitt. And Logan's going to slow down, pass it off to Grace Murphy. And Grace is going to draw that shooting foul, so she's going to get sent to the line for two. And that's going to be Kendall Wells' first foul for the Lady Warriors, and that is the second team foul. So, Lady Wolves inbound, and Grace is going to make the shot off the block, so that sends the Lady Wolves up 7-2. Ball brought down by Leyland Sheffy. And then passed over to Tinley Lucas, number 2. 23, Richardson. Shot is off, and the rebound's going to be picked up by Grace Murphy. And Grace dribbles between two defenders, goes up strong. That's another 2 points. And Bobby, it looks like the Washington coach is going to say, hey, we need to slow down.
Yeah, I think
take a look at this.
Yeah, he wants to get a little timeout, a little break, because we're jumping on him quick there.
Yeah.
I'm going to say right now, as far as what I've watched of the girls this year, this group seems like it really meshes well together. They play well together.
Right.
I really like this starting five right here, and they're showing why they're their starting five right now.
And that's, you've got the one senior, 2 juniors, and then 2 sophomores. So the Warriors are out on the court waiting for the Lady Wolves to come back out.
Good.
Coach Brown giving some instructions to the girls. They resume play here. And number 15, Myers, is going to bring the ball down. Kicks it over to Lucas.
He's going to call Logan there for the foul.
Logan reaches in, is going to tap for the foul. And that's Logan Pruitt's first foul. And that's one thing that, we've become very familiar with watching all these games is Pruitt's going to swing. She's going to get in there and try for the ball.
That's always been one of those things where, we almost get in foul trouble. Oh, that was almost a walk there.
Almost a walk, and she about lost the ball.
Not really sure how that wasn't backcourt, actually. But
I think 12 got her hand on it, so it might have changed possession for a second. Pass in, tough pass in. Logan's going to pass it over. Jordan Brown all alone, just off the backside of the rim. And it looks like Wells is going to pick up that rebound, bring it down. That goes to number 4. Nice crossover by Sheffy. And that's going to be a shooting foul against number 1, Grace Murphy. That's going to send Leyland Sheffy to the line. Sheffy hits her first.
Mr. Morse, I'm not going to lie. Did you print out these? Are these the same ones we used last time for stat sheets?
Those
okay.
are new.
These don't have free throws on them, and I don't like it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well,
I saw the other stuff, and I thought, hey, that's cool.
Yeah, you let me down on that one.
I was
Mr.
trying
Morse.
to make it easy for O'Sherry over there. Grace is going to have the ball at the top. Pass it to the top of the arc to Jolie. Jolie's going to dribble left, kicks it back out to Lenoy. Lenoy drives in, down low to Pruitt. Pruitt's going to drive the baseline, kicks it over to Brown. Brown back up top to Lenoy. JC's going to drive in and just miss the layup. And it looks like Wells is going to get the rebound. Passes it over to Myers. Myers to Sheffy. Ball poked loose by Grinstead, who's covering Richardson. And that's going to be backcourt.
No, she did. They call it there.
She kicked that foot back a little bit, and it's going to be backcourt on Lucas.
Man, I'm going to say, maybe it was because they tipped the ball a while ago, but I kind of looked at me like we got away with one, and they didn't there.
So J.C. Lenoy is going to bring the ball out for the Lady Wolves. And looking for somewhere to go with it. Pass it right in front to Jordan Brown. Brown's going to bring the ball across the half court. Dribbles to Lenoy. Lenoy's going to drive the lane again and shoot for two. Rebound by Grinstead, but it's going to be picked up, stolen by Wells. Wells to Sheffy. Sheffy drives around a couple Lady Wolves, goes for the shot. It's off. Rebound by Logan Pruitt. And now Brown is trying to get it across half court. It's been tipped. And there's a fight for the ball. And that's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to go to Washington. Sheffy bringing the ball down the court. Cuts between a couple defenders. And down low to number 2, Lucas, who shoots from the baseline down the corner. He's not going to get it. Rebound by Grinstead. And now Jordan Brown's going to bring it across. Try to slow it down a little bit. She's driving the lane. Kicks it out to Lenoy. Lenoy over to Pruitt. Pruitt swings it to Brown. Brown wide open. Another three. Long shot. And Lucas with the rebound. Swinging the elbows. She's trying to clear out. Sheffy's got the ball at the top of the arc for the Lady Warriors. Directing traffic a little bit. Lady Wolves in a man-to-man.
Yeah, and that's not something you typically see. We're used to seeing them in that 2-3 zone.
Usually they go the 2-3 zone. And looks like they're going to get Logan for the foul there. Another foul on number 21, Logan Pruitt. Well, no, they are.
They're going to call Jolie for that one.
They were in there pretty tight, so that's going to be a foul on number 15, Jolie Grinstead. That's her first.
It looks like number 2, Chloe Summers, coming into the game, and at number 25.
That's Morgan Scott.
Morgan Scott, yep.
So pass in, quick pass over top. Richardson's going to get that basket. And so it's 9-6, Lady Wolves. And Jordan Brown bringing the ball down. Again, number 2, Chloe Summers, and number 25, Morgan Scott, fresh on the floor for the Lady Wolves. Grace Murphy's going to dribble down the lane. Morgan Scott's going to take it up, kick it over to Summers. Summers is going to drive, and just a hard bounce pass. Just misses Jordan Brown. It's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
It'll be Warriors ball.
We're up. We got up 9-2 in this game real quick. Now we're kind of getting out of our sorts here. I think we need to settle back down and just play ball, and I think we'll be okay.
Right, just slow it back down. Sheffy over to Lucas. Lucas is going to drive, kick it up to number 3, Johnson, who's new on the floor. And Johnson kind of gets the ball away from herself, kick it back over to Sheffy. Sheffy fakes the pass down low and give it to Lucas. Lucas met by Pruitt at the top of the key. Back over to Johnson. Summers all over Johnson. Morgan Scott covering Richardson. Richardson goes up strong.
Good defense there by Morgan.
Really good defense.
Oh, good steal.
And a great steal by Grace Murphy. Grace is going to drive the lane and go up. And that's another 2 points. Great pull-up jumper. A short jumper by Grace Murphy to go up another 2. So 15 Myers, And Sheffy's got the ball up at the top of the key. Johnson to Lucas. Lucas going to drive in on Logan Pruitt, shouldering her way down there. Logan with the stuff.
Absolutely beautiful block there by Logan.
So Grace Murphy back driving down the floor, and that's
Good job.
another 2 for Grace Murphy.
Now 2 for 3 from the floor there.
35 seconds left in the quarter. 13-6. Lady Wolves lead the visiting Lady Warriors. Sheffy's going to bring the ball across the logo, trying to set her offense up, get them to move around a little bit. Grace Murphy working her way out there towards Sheffy.
Looks like they're looking for the last second shot here.
They're gonna stall the ball a little bit. Screen, but Sheffy
Goes the
doesn't
opposite
take
way.
it. Kicks to Lucas. Lucas down low to Richardson, but it's going to be picked off by Morgan Scott. Morgan over to Chloe Summers. Chloe with the long shot for the last second, but it's going to be picked up. And Sheffy's going to take that last shot. It's going to miss low, and that is the end of the first quarter. Your Davis Lady Wolves lead the Lady Warriors from Washington 13-6.
Yeah, I mean, we ended up with 3 steals there. Good on her shooting. Everybody's, made more than they've missed. So
right, exactly.
that's always a plus, right? And really everybody getting involved, getting some rebounds. Only part is Jordan, missed a couple of threes there, but she still, had her a bucket. JC Lenoy putting some buckets in. Grace Murphy right there in that first quarter, 2 for 3 with the steal. So she's obviously off to a good game here to start. We just got to keep that pressure going, stay on this team, and not let off the gas pedal.
And like you said, the Lady Wolves, there have been a couple plays where, maybe got a little too jacked up, jazzed up, and thrown it away. But overall, they're playing pretty controlled basketball, doing well. Our fouls are manageable at this point. We're doing great.
Yeah, only thing I know they got
Logan's
Jolie.
got one. Jolie's got one.
I think Logan's actually got 2, and Jolie's got 1 there. So
you're the man with the paper over there. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to help out, as much as I can with our stat girl. She's new to this, so she's kind of having a heart attack over here. I'm pretty
doing
sure.
A great job, Sherry.
But
way to be, Sherry.
It's a good job. So I'm trying to help her out and still talk. But
next time I will not get the stat sheet.
Yeah, next time we got to make sure we have free throws on here because that's one thing that's big for me.
All right, so Chloe Summers is going to bring the ball in, start off the second quarter, pass to Jordan Brown. Jordan's going to cross the logo. Kicks it to the left to Summers. Summers almost loses control. He's going to dribble out. Jordan's going to take another shot from the baseline. It's going to kick off the back of the rim. And Jolie with the rebound. Long pass to Grace Murphy. Murphy back to Summers. Summers down to Brown, but it's going to go off, but it's out on Washington. So it's going to be Davis ball. No. Yes.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to call that Davis ball. Both of them were kind of a tough position to make that call. So,
yeah.
I think that was going to be a toss-up either way. But
so it looks like Morgan's going to bring the ball in for the Lady Wolves. Pass to Jordan Brown. Jordan's going to dribble to the top of the arc. Kicks it over to Summers. Summers with the long shot, way long. And Grace is going to get the offensive rebound. And she's going to get pushed out, tripped up. And it's going to be a foul on the floor. Looks like number 23, Richardson. And that's her first, team third. Morgan's going to bring the ball back in, kicks it over to Jolie. Jolie's going to pull it in the middle, and she's going to be fouled on the shot. And looks like number 4, Sheffy, with the foul. That's her second, and Jolie's going to shoot 2. Jolie's first is good.
I've got my own.
JC Lenoy is going to come back in. Chloe Summers going back to the bench for a second.
Made my own free throw stat column here so we can keep up with this.
And Jolie's going to miss her second and rebound by Sheffy. And Sheffy's going to bring the ball down for the Warriors. At the top of the arc, kicks it over, wide open.
Yeah, I'm not sure who missed that
by
one.
Number 15, Madison Myers.
And they're going to get somebody for their fingertips touching their elbow, I guess. I didn't see much contact there.
So for a rebound, she just clanks it off the rim. So Sheffy is going to be shooting 2. That's going to be Grace Murphy's second foul. So right now they're even in the foul column, 4-4 for both teams. 4 for both teams. Sheffy's second is off. Rebound, though, made by Lucas. And now tipped back, and it's going to go to Lenoy. Lenoy with the long pass. Tries to get it to Pruitt, but it's going to be stolen. And Myers with the ball at the top of the arc, guarded by J.C. Lenoy. Over to Johnson. Johnson to Richardson. Richardson tries to drive around Grinstead. Chloe Summers gets her hands on it. Is going to get the steal. Summers drives the ball down the left side. Down low to Pruitt. Pruitt with the jump shot. It's in. Good shot by Logan Pruitt. Lady Wolves go up 10. Score is 16-6. So Sheffy's going to bring the ball down for the Lady Warriors. Pruitt picks her up at the top of the arc. Looks to the left. Passes to Lucas. Lucas to the top of the key. Tries to drive around Morgan Scott. She's going to fall down. And the ball is going to go out on Davis, so it'll be Warrior ball.
Not really sure. It kind of looks like we're staying in man, but there at the second, it looked like Summers didn't want to go with her man. She stayed back on that inside and almost helped out there.
It's kind of that. It's almost that switching zone kind of thing.
Oh, big shot there.
Nice shot by number 15, Madison Myers. That's 3. So
not sure who that turnover was with there.
The Lady Warriors cut that Wolves lead to 7, 16-9, with 6:03 left in the first half. Sheffy's going to bring the ball down, crossing the Wolf at half court. Looks to her right, passes over to 11, Kilcrease. Kilcrease to Myers. Myers at the top of the arc, dribbles to the left, passes down low to Johnson on the on the left baseline. And it's back out to Kilcrease, back out to Myers. Myers to Sheffy for deep. Three-point shot is off. Grinstead's going to get that rebound, dribbles around past to Brown. Brown burns her defender, down low to Pruitt. Pruitt's going to dribble into trouble, passes it back out to Brown at the top of the arc. Morgan's going to fake the shot, pass it back out to Summers. Summers is going to drive and trying to get that foul, but the ball's going to go out of bounds on number 11. Kilcrease, and that's going to be a Wolves ball. So Chloe's going back to the bench. You have Jordan Brown, Logan Pruitt, Jolie Grinstead, Morgan Scott, and J.C. Lenoy out on the floor. Logan's going for that underneath shot, but she goes for that rebound again. That's going to be a jump ball, and the possession is going to go to the Lady Warriors.
You know, Logan's always going to be one of those tough players down there, almost Dennis Rodman-esque type players on the court, and you always look forward to seeing her playing hard against the boards.
Sheffy on the right side of the arc. Sheffy drives, passes out to Kilcrease. Kilcrease looks back to Sheffy. Sheffy over to Wells. Wells with a long shot. Ball goes out of bounds on Sheffy, so it's going to be Lady Wolves ball. 4:51 left in the half. So it looks like Lenoy is going to pass in. Grace Murphy's going to come on for Morgan Scott. Morgan played really well. Time she was in there.
You know, played really well, and you know, it's always good when you can play well and give those starters a little bit of a breather.
Long pass on the run to Grace Murphy. Grace is going to get another 2 points. Grace Murphy on a tear tonight, 18-9.
She's now 3 for 4 from the field with again a couple of rebounds and even a steal. So she's having a good game so far.
3 for 4, shooting really well. Sheffy from the middle of the lane, and going to fight with J.C. Lenoy for that rebound, and they're going to call that a foul.
Oh, they're going to call jump ball.
Jump ball. That's going to go to the Lady Wolves. It's a pretty physical game, and the refs are letting them play.
Yeah, they are letting them play. I kind of like to see that. You know, a lot of people want them to call the fouls all the time. I'm not that guy. I enjoy letting them play and get out there and seeing what they got.
So now the Lady Warriors are doing a full court, and it's going to go out on Johnson. So they're really pushing hard on the Lady Wolves now.
I guess you could say that's kind of the old school.
That
old
is
school guy
an
in me.
old school way to do it, yeah. So Grace Murphy's going to bring the ball across half court. Kicks it cross court to Jordan Brown. Brown looking for a place to go. Lenoy at the top of the arc. She's going to drive the lane. Layup is good for JC Lenoy. 20-9, 4 minutes left in the half.
Again,
and Washington's going to take a timeout. Got to try to cool off this this Davis team that is just playing really well right now.
You know, right now, just from the floor on field goals, Murphy's 3 for 4. Lenoy's 2 for 4. Pruitt's 2 for 3. You know, I mean, right now we are making buckets. We are taking shots,
right.
and they're not just bad shots. We're taking good shots that we're getting inside. You know, I think we stay with this offense of, you know, attacking the rim. You almost see that switch, almost like an old handoff.
Right.
You know,
well, it's good. We're not wasting possessions.
Yeah, absolutely,
You know,
absolutely. They
playing smart with the ball.
I don't want to jinx it early, but man, right now we're kind of cruising in this game, and I think we look good, and it's just like that old adage: you peak at the right time.
Right.
You know, right here, kind of middle, latter end of the season, you're getting hot when it matters.
So the Lady Warriors are going to take the ball. Johnson going to inbound to Sheffy. The starters for the Lady Wolves are out on the floor. Sheffy drives towards the top of the key. Passes it to Myers. Myers is going to drive left side. Goes up for the layup. She's going to be fouled.
I think they're going to call that on JC.
So it looks like they're going to call it on number 5, JC Lenoy. That should be her first foul. And that'll be the team 5th.
She was fouled, so we don't mark that.
Myers' shot. Second shot is good. So it's 20-11 right now. And Lady Warriors really pushing that press.
Yeah, I don't know what really went on there. I don't know what Jordan was thinking, but it was almost like she wasn't ready for that defense to be right there in her face. But she's got 2 girls standing right there in her face the whole time.
I mean, to use a football parlance, you kind of have to look off your receivers.
Yes.
You know, you can't focus on one. You got to get down there. Jordan's going to drive across half court. Down low to Jolie. Up top to Grace Murphy. Grace is going to miss one. And Washington's got the ball covered by the Wolves. Sheffy driving to the left side of the arc.
Good job defense getting back there and stopping that.
She's going to bring it back. Myers with the ball at the top of the arc. She's going to sidestep.
No, they're going to call her right there. She was a moving screen. She almost threw a shoulder into her as she went by her and got her as she went by her. So they're going to call her there.
They're going to call that on number 20. That is Cortland McMahon. Murphy bringing the ball in for the Lady Wolves, looking for somewhere to go with it. Tries to give it a little high pass to Jordan Brown. Back over to Murphy. He's driving straight down the court. And pass to a covered-up Jolie Grinstead. I don't like that pass. Myers is going to bring the ball down. Kicks it over to McMahon. And McMahon to, looks like Kilcrease. Back to Myers. Myers, the wild shot. It's going to be rebound by JC Lenoy. And passes to Jolie Grinstead. Grinstead to Brown. Brown's going to drive it quickly across the line. And just, steal by Myers. Brown tried to get in there and get her, and she did get her. That's going to be an and one. So it's 20-13 now as the Lady Warriors pull closer within 7.
I don't know what Brown thought was going on there. It almost looked like she thought they were going to call a foul when she knocked that ball loose, and they didn't, and she just kind of was standing at half-court line.
Well, dribbling straight up, she got her pocket picked.
Yep.
And so now Lenoy's going to bring the ball down. Oh, wow. That was close. But she passed it to Jolie, who was not quite across the line yet. It looks like Coach Brown's going to call timeout.
Yeah, I think after
we've got a couple mistakes there. And so he's going to take a little breather.
I'm not sure what Jolie's there talking to the ref about, but just kind of maybe chatting about something maybe going on inside
I think
the
about
paint.
where she was. She thought she wasn't across the, like she had hopped across the line before she came down with the ball. So
it's a good possibility. I don't know if you noticed on that last play where the Lady Warriors scored, she got around the outside and got breaking in, and really it threw off her game because once she looked up, she saw number 15, Jolie Grinstead, standing there, and Jolie's big body standing down there down low, and basically airballed. I mean, kind of freaked her out a little bit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe that's Jolie's trying to use that intimidation factor on that ref out there a little bit. I don't know.
Which is funny. So Sheffy calling the offense for the Lady Warriors. Directs traffic kicks it to the right to Johnson. Johnson's going to try to drive around Lenoy into Brown, and they're going to call that foul on the floor on Brown.
No, she was actually out of bounds when she threw the ball. No, she was out of bounds when she caught the ball. I don't think
see that hand go up, and I'm like,
I don't think she knew where she was there.
It's all right, Bobby. I'm a football guy. So they tripped that up, and they're not going to call a foul on Logan. I mean, against Logan. It's a pile of humanity on the floor there. That got crazy.
Looks like he's actually going to give the possession to Washington and allow the coach to call a timeout there. Man, that was awful fast. I'm not really sure what. Maybe he's just calling it Washington ball. I don't know. It almost looked like he was telling.
Refs are having a little convo there.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to reverse this call and actually give it to the Lady Wolves. That's exactly what they're doing. I'm a little shocked by that, but.
Lenoy's going to take the ball out for the Wolves. Kicks it back on the other side of the line to Jordan Brown. Jordan's going to take it to Grace. Grace with a nice lob pass to the waiting hands of Jolie Grinstead, who's going to put it up and in. 22-13, minute 55 left in the half. Lady Wolves lead the Lady Warriors. Sheffy kicks it to the left, Kilcrease. Kilcrease looking for an open teammate and gives it to McMahon. McMahon to Kilcrease. Kilcrease to Sheffy. Sheffy trying to get around, use a nice crossover, try to get around Logan Pruitt. Logan with another swat, and she's going to take the ball away. They're going to call the foul as a trip. So say that she tripped up Logan Pruitt.
I'm not sure. I don't think that I've ever seen that X the signal given.
No, that's a new. That must be the intentional foul.
Yeah, it looks like she's intentional foul, so she's getting a couple of shots.
So they're saying that Layla Sheffy tripped up Logan Pruitt, and Logan is going to make her first shot. So that's an intentional foul. That's Sheffy's third. As Logan's going to put the Lady Wolves up by 11 with a minute 31 left in the first half.
Yeah, that's a good job there by Logan. You get the opportunity. You want to make those free throws count.
And it always seems those free throws with nobody around you are a little harder to make.
Yes, absolutely. Just ask Shaq. Yeah.
That's any free throw. You thought he would have made it being eye level with the rim.
Yeah, you would have thought so, but.
Lenoy's going to bring the ball in. And looking for somewhere to go. She's trying to gets it to Jordan Brown. Jordan's going to be covered up and kind of beat up there. Sheffy's going to get that and put it in for a bucket. Lenoy looking for somewhere to go to Grace Murphy. Grace is going to go all the way across the court. And that's going to go out. And they're going to say it's out on Grace. I thought it got poked free by the Warriors, but
I think she's just kind of lost control there.
Washington's really putting pressure on defensively. Pass over to McMahon, then to Kilcrease. Kilcrease to Sheffy. To Myers. Myers trying to drive around Brown. Myers out to Kilcrease. Kilcrease with the long shot. It's off. Almost rebounded by Pruitt. Brown's going to get the rebound and just mauled for a jump ball, and that's going to go to the Warriors.
You know, we got just under a minute. Both teams they're really close to the bonus, not quite.
Right.
Each got one foul to give.
Myers, Sheffy trying to direct traffic. She's trying to drive. Oh, that's Logan's
third block
Logan's
there.
Third block. Great swat by Logan Pruitt. Grace Murphy kicks it low to Logan. Logan's going to go get that ball. Try to get it back out to Grace. She was covered up there. Everybody's swatting at her. Now she got in Sheffy's face. Looks like they're going to call that one. Might be on. It's going to be on Jordan Brown. And that is Jordan's second. That's going to put the Lady Warriors into the bonus. So Landon Sheffy makes her first shot, 24-16, pretty much 23 and a half seconds left in the first half. Sheffy shoots her second, makes it. Goes to 17. Morgan Scott in for the Lady Wolves now. Pass down to Pruitt. Pruitt's going for the quick jump shot. Another 2 points for Logan Pruitt. 13 seconds left in the half. Sheffy trying to call the offense, get him to move around a little bit. Directed traffic from the top of the arc. Kicks it over to McMahon. McMahon to Johnson. Johnson with the three. It's long. Goes to Summers. And Summers is going to do the desperation shot at the end, but the Lady Wolves lead the visiting Lady Warriors 26-17 at the half. Great. You know, there were a couple mistakes here and there, but overall a solid half of basketball from the Wolves.
Just a couple series that I think you would define as sloppy. Got a little careless with the ball, maybe some bad decisions. You know, especially right there at the end, you saw Grace basically wide open at the three-point line, and try to dump it down inside to Logan and kind of force that pass. I would have rather seen Grace take that shot right there.
And that's one thing. Sometimes, and we grew up in that time of pass first.
Yeah,
But
we did.
I mean, there are times if it's open, shoot that shot.
Yeah.
And because that pass isn't open.
Yeah,
if you're wide open, somebody's not.
And the way Grace is shooting the ball right now, man, I'm going to trust her hands.
She's got the hot hand.
I trust her. I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of hard pressed to pick the player of the first half. There, you got Grace Murphy. 3 for 5 from the floor. A rebound, has an assist and a steal. But then you got Logan Pruitt, who's 3 for 4. A steal. And 3 blocks, and then 2 for 2 from the free throw line. So I'm going to have to tip my hat to Logan Pruitt there for playing a heck of a first half.
You might almost think that Grace Murphy be kind of offensive player, but all around it's Logan on both sides of the court. So.
Logan on both ends of the court. 3 defensive blocks. I mean, that's amazing. I don't know that I've ever seen a girl have 3 defensive blocks in a half in high school basketball.
And the rest of the team's playing well. Like, defensively, they are playing well, but that's crazy.
Yep, absolutely.
And I'm pretty sure at least two of those were on the same person.
Yeah, I do.
Those two scare me right there.
I do believe we have a couple of guys down here at the end of the table who are waiting to throw on a headset. They just want to talk for a few minutes. So I'm gonna. We've got a spare one. We've got a spare one here.
You guys want to come down in front?
Let's go, guys.
Yeah, just right down here in front if you can get there.
Bear with us just for a minute for the people who are watching from home. Come on a little further down. I'm actually gonna let the other one have my headset, and I'm gonna leave you with them for this, Mr. Morse.
Okay, so we are joined by sophomores Gavin Moore and the luxurious locks of Levi Baxter. Guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. We could actually hear the student section. That was great. What did you guys think of the first half? He's muted. No, unmute Gavin. There. Okay, now talk, Gavin.
I don't know.
You're on there now.
It's pretty good first half. We played hard, Didn't have many turnovers. Just got to stick with it. What do you think, Levi?
I think we had pretty good defense.
Real good defense. Let's see, where are our stats here? So let's see, just so you guys kind of know some of the stats. Grace Murphy had how many points? Grace with 6 points. Logan Pruitt with 3 blocks. So like I said, defensively doing pretty well. Shooting good free throws. So overall, what do you think needs to happen in the second half?
You just got to stick with what we're doing. Stay tough. Keep playing hard. Playing good defense.
You sound like a football player.
You know? What do you think, Levi?
Yeah, keep doing what we're doing.
So real quick while I've got you on here, are you guys excited for a 3-day weekend?
Woo!
Yeah, I'm tired of school.
Got a lot
You're tired of school?
I am.
We've only been in 2 weeks.
I'm already tired.
After your first hour, you're tired?
Yes.
That's what I thought. I didn't even give you homework.
Got a lot of duck hunting going on this weekend.
That sounds good. That sounds real good. I want to go fishing.
I think I'm going to sleep.
So hunting and sleep sounds good. Guys, thanks for being on with us. We appreciate
it.
Yes,
sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we've got about 4 minutes left in halftime. And we've got the little cheerleaders out from the cheer clinic, hosted by the Davis High School cheerleaders. Another shout out to Gavin Moore and sophomores Gavin Moore and Levi Baxter.
The luxurious
jumping
locks.
on the luxurious, the hair power of Levi Baxter.
Okay, now we got to preface that a little bit. He is the football luxurious locks.
Yeah.
We do have a luxurious locks on the boys basketball team.
The flowing mane of Cody Caraway.
Okay, so we're gonna go with luxurious locks and flowing mane. All right, I like it. I like it. Shout out to their 2 parents who actually they love hearing us talk about this. Miss Renee Baxter and Candy Caraway, who work here at the school and make sure we get our paychecks.
Who put up with us.
Yeah, who put up with us all the time. But you know,
I love going in there. Like if I have to go in the office because they're both in there, and I have them both in the same class.
Right. And of course, I guess, you know, with Gavin over here, we got to turn around and shout out to our scorekeeper over there on the scores table, Mrs. Moore.
Yeah.
All of them for letting the kids.
Puts up with Gavin for life.
Yes. So we shout out to her for being able to do that. But, you know, again, back to the basketball. I think it was a great first half. I think we keep what we had going. Man, if you can keep right now, Logan, 2 fouls, Jolie with 1. You know, those are the 2 that we typically see get in foul trouble.
Right.
If we can keep them on the court late in this game, I think we're setting ourselves up pretty good for the rest of this game.
I think you're right. You know, usually they are the ones that are up. You know, but 3. You know, we've even seen having 4 at this point.
Yeah.
So right now, to be where we're at, you know, knock on wood, everything is going really smoothly.
I'll be honest. I think this is the first game that I've been at where we haven't seen a double bonus from either side.
Right. We made it to the single at the end of the half.
And
so
typically we're in the
deal.
double bonus, you know, in mid-second quarter, if not even in the first.
Right.
And now, you know, we went that whole quarter or a whole first half basically, and without being in the bonus. So good start for us. I hope we can keep it going in the second half. We got about just over a minute. I said we take a little breather, and then we'll come back as soon as they get ready to start the second half.
We'll see y'all then. Oh, okay. All right, we are back. And something just happened, but I'm not really sure. Shout out to Spanish teacher Olga Helmers, who's there distracting us so we can't do our job.
Not sure what the refs are having a chat about here. Mrs. Helmer's not going to jump on air with us?
No, won't jump on air.
Oh, man. I thought she might do a little speaking for us.
Yeah. And that foul shot is going to be good for, looks like Wells.
Looks like it was Brown that picked up her third foul.
Okay.
So, you know, I talked about that foul trouble coming right out of the halftime. Not what we wanted to see.
No. Grace long pass. We got to get across half court in a hurry. Grace Murphy with the ball at the line. Oh, that's a double dribble.
That is a double dribble there. Just a mental mistake.
And Sheffy's going to bring the ball across. Kicks over to, looks like Wells. Wells to Sheffy. Sheffy, they didn't call that a travel. That's what it looked like.
You know, that's almost that
Richardson,
jump stop, Euro step type thing that again, we go back to that whole old school thing. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't, back in my day, that was walking, so.
Myers to Wells. Wells to Richardson. Richardson's going to drive, and she's going to travel through the lane. Real quick, the five on the floor for the Lady Wolves going to be J.C. Lanoy, Jolie Grinstead, Chloe Summers, Grace Murphy, and Logan Pruitt. Pass to Chloe. Chloe's going to drive across the center line, and she's going to get called for the charge. Feet were set by, looks like a number
You see Coach Brown kind of hollering at her. They were looking to draw that charge, but if she would have looked to her right, she had somebody right there underneath the basket, but missed on that one.
Sheffy kicks it down to Myers. Myers to Richardson. Richardson's going to drive. Ball pocked away. Picked up by Myers. Myers going to try to drive the lane again. Lucas is going to try to get around Grace Murphy. And ball off the front of the rim. And Logan Pruitt's going to take that one away. And they're going to, looks like they may call the foul on, they're going to call it on the floor on Lucas. Saying that maybe she popped Logan after Logan took the ball away.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she got the foul, because she was reaching in there, but
she got the foul because she was being thrown around.
Was the throw down to the floor not punishment enough?
I mean, it would have. It looked like it would have made Brock Lesnar proud. So, Lady Wolves with the ball at the top of almost on the logo is J.C. Lanoy. Lanoy's going to drive to the left, kick to Grinstead. Grinstead down low to Grace Murphy. Great look, great move by the Grace. 28-18, Lady Wolves. Sheffy with the ball at the top of the arc, kicks it over to Wells. Wells to Lucas. Lucas going to stutter step, takes a long shot. Rebound by Jolie Grinstead to Lanoy, and Grinstead hits the floor. Murphy's going to go for that shot. Another shot by Grace Murphy. Another 2 points, 30-18. Sheffy bringing the ball across for the Lady Warriors. I can't talk. Hands off to Myers. Myers trying to pass to Lucas. Ball tipped by Chloe Summers. And that's going to be a steal by Pruitt. Pruitt with the layup. Left-handed to right-handed to in. And the Lady Wolves jump out again. So it looks like Washington's going to take another timeout as the Lady Wolves increase the lead 32-18, 5:34 left in the third quarter. Davis High School cheerleaders going to come out onto the floor. Coach Brown. Coach Brown's still talking to his girls.
You know, I will say,
trying to keep this going.
We here at Davis, you know, Coach Brown, Coach Hammonds, I will say that I've noticed that, man, we use every bit of that timeout. We're not one to send them back out with 10, 15 seconds still on that clock. Use every precious second you have to talk and coach your players, and I think that's a great thing that our coaches do.
I would agree with that. So Myers going to kick the ball down to Wells. Wells picked up by Lanoy. Lanoy swats the ball away. It's going to be picked up by Summers. And Summers,
wow.
Nice cross pass to Lanoy. But she's going to miss. Rebound by Summers. Summers puts it back. 34-18, good communication and good ball movement by the Lady Wolves. Sheffy's going to dribble the ball off her foot, and it's going to be picked up by 12 by Wells. But Lanoy's going to get that, and she's going to go for the rebound. For the layup, and they're not going to call that foul. So Logan Pruitt got the rebound, misses the shot. Summers is going to get the rebound, and is pushed around a little bit. Ball's going to go out on Washington. So Lanoy taking the ball out for the Lady Wolves. Lanoy to Grinstead. Grinstead with the long jumper. It's just off, and they're going to get tied up underneath the basket, and it's going to be Lady Warriors ball. So Sheffy's going to bring the ball down the court. Crosses the logo for the Lady Warriors to Myers. To Lucas, and who's going to get swatted by Grace Murphy. Lanoy to Grinstead. Grinstead out here by the half-court line, not somewhere you used to see her.
Not used to seeing her out there outside of that that lane area.
Showing off a little bit of the handles to Lanoy. Lanoy's going to drive the lane, and it just goes off. Swatted back over by Jolie Grinstead to Pruitt.
You know,
Lanoy goes up for the shot.
You almost got to give a little credit there to Jolie, who knew she wasn't going to be able to get the rebound, but had enough sense in midair to slap it out to a wide open, out to Logan Pruitt there. So again, seems like all facets right now we're playing pretty well. So
being fairly aware, knowing where the ball is. So JC Lanoy is going to miss her first shot. And change of personnel for the Lady Warriors. Lanoy's second shot is good. 35-18, 4:18 left in the quarter. Sheffy kicks it over to Myers. Summers all over her. Myers is going to take a step, and a long two-pointer. Long two. So it's 35-20. Washington, now Jolie again with the ball on the other side. JC's going to bring it across, pass to Chloe. Chloe loses it, gets it back, going to be fouled.
I think it speaks to what kind of player Jolie is. She was 4 or 5 steps behind half court when the ball was almost being shot at, and their defender never even left her. She actually stayed down the court with her the whole time.
That's commands a little respect that way.
I believe so, yeah.
So Chloe's going to miss her first. And makes the second. 36-20, 3:47 left in the third quarter. Sheffy again bringing the ball down for Washington to Johnson. Johnson on the right side of the arc. Close to the Washington bench. She's going to try to dribble to the top of the key. She's going to be ripped away by Chloe Summers, who's on the break with the layup and in. 38 points now for the Lady Wolves. 38-20. I'll say that's Kilcrease, who's backing up with the ball. Nope, that's number 15, Myers. Johnson with the ball now. A wild pass. And that's going to be called backcourt. She tried to pass it to Kilcrease. Wild pass, backcourt, Davis ball.
Yeah, I think right now, the way we're playing, we kind of almost have these Lady Warriors on their heels. They're not doesn't look like they're used to this.
No, they don't like it very much, I don't think. So JC Illinois is going to drive the ball down the baseline, down the sideline.
Good look
nice
there.
bounce pass by Chloe Summers to Jolie Grinstead. Ball takes a bad bounce off the rim. It's going to be rebounded by the Lady Warriors. Myers looking for somebody.
That should have been double dribble there, I think.
Yep,
that should have been. That's a good
that
call there.
Left hand down on the ball and brought it away.
Almost like I got caught on her leg as she was trying to dribble it, but still, that is a double dribble. I'm glad they made that call.
So Illinois is going to take a seat for a little bit. Morgan Scott's going to come into the game for the Lady Wolves. Summers bringing the ball across the logo. Down the left side, hands off to Scott. Scott's going to drive the lane. Wild layup. And Jolie Grinstead's going to come away with that rebound. Pass to Summers. Summers to Murphy at the top of the arc. And Murphy's going to lose control.
He got picked away. He's going to stay with Davis down here.
And it goes off of kill crease. So it's going to be Davis' ball. Looks like Morgan's going to take the ball out for the Lady Wolves. Lob pass to Jolie. Jolie's going to take it to the top of the key.
Again, someplace you don't typically see Jolie, but she's all showing off those ball handling skills right there.
McMahon is trying to get all up in her face, and no foul called there on the shot by Summers, but it's another jump ball, and looks like this one should go to the Lady Wolves.
You know, I know we've had a couple of misses down here low, but right now we're attacking the rim and really beating them to the rim a lot. I'd like to see us keep that up and keep it going. I like it.
We've been, nice.
Good save there by Morgan.
And they're going to call that foul. That's like the 34th time we've been shooting through the trees, and that's the first time something's been called in the last few shots.
Yep. Real quick, while she's getting ready to shoot this free throw, I'm going to say shout out to one of our more consistent watchers, Mr. Wayne Knight. I see him commenting on the live chat here. Thank you for sticking with us, Mr. Knight. For those of you, the rest of the watching, man, go in there, talk in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll be glad to give you a shout out.
And also shout out to Mr. Knight for the terminology papers that are here for our students. But I'm going to be honest, I've used a few of those.
Yeah, right. Actually, Mr. Knight, if you're listening, we know you actually, I believe, went to school for a little bit of this stuff. Any day you are wanting to get up here to the school and maybe help with our kids, do anything, me and Mr. Morse will gladly let you teach the class for a couple of days.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
So Jolie gets her own rebound, and now she's back out, driving back out and in. And she's going for that, draws the shooting foul, but she takes a hard shot, looks like to the hip. And she is down.
And Jolie's not one to take pain lightly.
No, it'd take a lot to keep her on the floor, so.
Injured player for the Lady Wolves, number 15, Jolie Grinstead.
Looks like she's probably going to have to go to the bench for a while.
And what it looked like is she caught a pretty stiff shot to the hip.
She's really,
like that knee.
Yeah, well, that knee and that ankle, you see it, she's really not wanting to put weight on that foot. So hopefully she'll be okay and get to come back. I believe that's her dad over there behind her, kind of checking on her, along with Coach Parker.
And so number five, JC Illinois is going to come in the game. So it's Illinois, Summers, Pruitt, and Scott and Murphy for the Lady Wolves. 1:46 left in the quarter. In the third quarter, 40-20, Lady Wolves lead the Washington Lady Warriors. So while Jolie's getting checked out on the sideline, looks like we're going to get this back underway.
Yeah, it looks like they are looking at her ankle over there.
And JC is going to take Jolie's shots. JC's first is right off the front of the rim. looks like coming in for Grace Murphy is number 44, the freshman Natalie Hill.
Mr. Morse, I believe Mr. Knight just commented that we just have to let him know what day he wants to come, or we want him to come, and he will be glad to come take our jobs for a day.
Every day next week would be excellent, Mr. Knight, if you're feeling it. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, that'd be great.
Any day I think that he's available, I think we'd be glad to have him, and I'm sure he can show these kids a lot more than we can.
So Morgan Scott's going to take the ball out for the Lady Wolves to Summers. Summers to Lenoy at the top of the arc. Flips it over to Pruitt. Pruitt's going to take a step back, shoot the contested jump shot. And that's one thing Natalie Hill's going to bring into the game is height.
Yes,
she is tall.
She is tall. She has a body. You know, if you're going to put somebody in to replace that senior Jolie, Natalie's the closest thing to it body-wise. You know, the biggest difference there is the experience. Yeah, Jolie being that senior and Natalie just being a freshman.
But so, I mean, right now she is getting that one thing that she didn't have is that experience. Unfortunately, you know, the way it's being done, but kind of teaming up with Chloe Summers to get that ball away. Oh, Sheffy's going to slap it out of bounds. So it's going to go to the Lady Wolves.
And, you know, I'm sure when Natalie is the one standing in front of you, it's hard to find a passing lane there.
So pass to Natalie. Natalie Hill's going to drive in, kicks it back out to Chloe Summers. Chloe Summers from way downtown, just off. Logan Pruitt with the save. Back out to Summers. Down low to Hill. Hill's going to lose control of the ball. And so, and that's again where that experience comes in. You know, got caught up with a couple defenders down low. That's okay. She's doing a good job. You know, just having come in.
Yeah.
So Pruitt out on Sheffy. And there's Natalie Hill again jumping.
Well, I'm not sure if they're going to call that on Natalie or actually Logan. They're going to call that on Logan, actually.
Yeah. It didn't look like Natalie made any body contact. She made contact with the ball. I think it was Logan underneath with an elbow or something. But that is only Logan Pruitt's second foul. And we're 34 seconds left in the
third quarter. I don't know that she's ever seen this territory.
That's weird. 40-20. Now 40-21. Davis Lady Wolves lead. So Washington with the press to Pruitt. And Pruitt is about to get mugged. Pass down low to Natalie. And they're going to call Natalie for the travel.
Oh, man, I don't know about that. I mean, she never really had control of the ball.
She might have taken a full step. That's about it.
I guess you can call me a little homer. I'm going to go with no. I'm going to say he was wrong on that one.
I've been saying they're wrong all game, but it's probably wrong. So that is Richardson to Sheffy. Richardson again is going to be picked off by Chloe Summers. Chloe is a little bit like Logan tonight, all over the floor. That last second shot thrown up, contested by Logan Pruitt. And that is the end of the third quarter. Lady Wolves lead the Lady Warriors 40-21. And we're entering the final 8 minutes of the game.
Man, again, I think we kind of stayed on him. Had a big injury right there. Hopefully it's not a bad one. Hopefully Jolie, up 20 points, 19 points with just the fourth quarter. I think this would be the time for her to sit, rest, and hopefully tomorrow we find out that's not a big deal, but we hope she's okay. Natalie coming in and being a big body right there I think was a good thing. Having to stay next man up, next girl up, so to speak, in this game. But I think we're doing good. We did have a couple more people stop in for the live chat here. Anastasia Sproul saying she's loving watching. Looks like she's rooting number 25 on.
Okay.
And then Riley Truver, former Davis Wolf basketball player, watching from UCO, where she's going to college now. Okay. So, Riley, we hope you're doing okay. We sure miss you on the floor down here, but hope you're doing okay up there in Edmond and enjoying life. So, well, Mr. Morse.
Yep.
Do you keep your foot on the pedal here?
Me personally, yes.
Okay.
You're up 19, and that's great. But and I mean, if you look at the difference too, the Lady Wolves bench is a bit deeper than what the Lady Warriors are having to play with. But just keep, those Lady Warriors are fighting, and it could swing the other way in a hurry. If you really don't, if you don't keep it on it. So for right now, I'm saying, keep it going. Sheffy with a good layup there. So that's just what I'm talking about. 40-23 now. I would say if it looked like Washington was going to cruise, you could probably let up a little bit, but they're not going to slow down, so you can't either. So to Scott. Scott's going to fake the pass down to Hill. Scott to Brown. Brown to Murphy. Murphy's going to drive and pass it out to Summers. Summers with the long three. And
hard foul there.
Hard foul on Grace Murphy. Looks like number 12, Wells.
We got some other guys up here that want to come get on the air, so it does make me nervous.
So Grace's shot is off and rebound by Lucas of Washington. Kicks to Myers. Myers to Sheffy. Sheffy to Wells. To Richardson. Richardson's shot is off. And it looks like it's good by Lucas. Jordan Brown. Oh, it was Wells. Summers going to bring the ball across the stripe. Back to Grace. Grace the pass to Morgan. Back to Jordan Brown. Jordan's going to drive. Look for some place to give the ball to. And they're going to call her. Looks like, they're going to call the timeout.
Coach Brown called timeout there before we ended up giving the ball away,
ball control.
Yeah.
There.
Maybe talk a little bit about it. We kind of look like we're struggling knowing where we were going there on offense. So probably a good timeout there by Coach Brown.
41-25, and like we said, talking about, taking your foot off the gas a little bit. Washington's not doing that. They don't have as many girls on the bench, and they are still playing hard. One thing, who I've kind of been impressed with on the Washington side would be number 4, Leyland Sheffy. She's run everything.
Yeah, I think everything's for Washington's kind of gone through her. She's the one, you mentioned it a while ago, our bench is a little bit deeper than theirs. I think a little bit, maybe a not put enough emphasis on that. They've only got 10, so they've only got 5 girls on their bench. They've got to be able to go all the time. And that number 4 is, played a lot tonight and still going 110.
Not sure she's come out once.
I don't know that she has. And I mean, she's running all over the court the whole time, so. Look, you got to give him a little respect when it's due.
Summers trying to pass down to Scott, and
there we talk about it.
Yeah, Leyland Sheffy knocking that ball out of bounds. So Summers going to bring the ball back in for the Lady Wolves, and looking across court to Morgan Scott. Scott getting double teamed, and to Brown. And Justin Eidelman just got taken out by the ball there. Some nice moves.
That was good moves by Justin there.
By Justin Eidelman there. The Lady Warriors are really playing physical right now. Lady Warriors really pushing bodies around, and it's getting pretty physical down there right now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's maybe, getting more physical due to Washington's frustration or what, but it does seem like it's getting quite a bit more physical.
So Morgan fakes a shot. She's going to take that one. It's going to roll off the back of the rim, out of Natalie's reach. Wells with the pass. It's going to be picked up by Morgan, and that's
right
a reach in on Richardson.
you know, I don't know Washington's record, but they have little spurts where they have those flashes in the pan where they look like they could be a pretty good team. But you know, then you see little fouls like that that's already got them in the bonus. So you know, it's
and Bobby, that's you know, as far as I know, that's one of the first times we've seen where the opposing team has put Davis into the bonus first.
Yes. Hey, there you talk about Natalie putback. We talk about her big body, and that all she really is the difference is that lack of experience, but her showing a big play right there.
So it's 43-25, 6 minutes left in the game, and Richardson driving and putting in a layup. Jordan Brown trying to get the ball across court. Chloe Summers is going to get it across center line. Pass to Brown. And Washington is throwing bodies around like crazy. That looks like a foul on Wells. And that's going to send Jordan Brown to the line. And that's their 8th foul. So Washington playing very physically, really throwing their weight around. So Natalie Hill's going to come out of the game.
You see Coach going to go down there, giving a high five for making really good use of her time on the court.
And she did, and she put in a lot of minutes there. Logan Pruitt back out on the court. Jordan Brown, Jason Lenoy, Chloe Summers, and Grace Murphy. It looks like it's going to be Washington ball. So Sheffy brings the ball across for the Lady Warriors, and she's going to dribble it into the hands of Jordan Brown and then body check her. Couldn't slow down her momentum there. So that's going to be another foul on the Lady Warriors and send Jordan Brown back to the line for a one-on-one.
This will be our 15th free throw of the night right now.
15th free throw.
15th free throw for us right here.
Jordan's shot is off, and it's going to be a rebound by Myers. Myers looking for a way around. She's going to drive in.
That's a good move.
Nice move.
She just kind of dribbled around and found her open.
43-29. Lenoy pass to Brown. Back to Lenoy. JC's going to lose possession of the ball. It's going to go off on Washington to be Davis ball.
We're going to call her for the push there.
And I think the ref is going to start doing it a little more because they were starting to really get physical. And that's going to be
that's actually going
to on the line.
Yeah, but that's actually going to put her in the double bonus, so she's shooting
so
too. Yep. Sorry, Mr. Morse, I had to stop and talk.
I understand.
Harass. That was actually my son's girlfriend who just told me she was scared of me.
That's the way you want it. And Layla Sheffy just can't quite get a handle on that ball. It's going to go out, go back to the Lady Wolves. 45-29 left. That is the score. 4:57 left in the game. I've been talking a bunch. Jason Lenoy pass back to Chloe Summers. And the Lady Wolves now just having a hard time getting the ball across the line there. Down to Logan Pruitt. Logan with the shot off the front of the rim. Grace Murphy going to get the rebound. Pass to Lenoy. Down to Pruitt. And Pruitt's going to be fouled. Pushed to the back, and she is going to go to the line for two. So that's Madison Myers' first foul. And She's played a lot. That's impressive to only have her first foul. Pruitt's first shot is off. Logan's second shot is in. 46-29. 4:35 left in the game.
Mr. Morse, I don't know that we've ever seen a game where the opposing team is in a double bonus and we are not even close to the bonus yet.
I'm gonna enjoy it while it's here. Sheffy to Wells. Wells to Myers. Myers trying to jack it up from long distance. Clangs off the rim. Logan Pruitt with the rebound, and she's gonna duck her shoulders. Kicks it over to Jordan Brown. Jordan's gonna take it down and slow the ball. Looks like Lady Wolves going to play a little stall ball, kind of burn some clock.
Yeah, I think now you're at the point where you almost have to a little bit.
JC. Oh,
Aaron
long
pass there.
pass
Oh,
by
good.
JC.
There's a good hustle there by Chloe to get
Really
back and
good.
try to knock it back, but just couldn't quite.
And they're going to call that foul on Chloe. I'm really not sure she touched her, but that's okay. She probably, actually, I think she did coming over the.
It looked like she might have, yeah.
With her arm, so.
My stat girl over here is starting to give me dirty looks. She's keeping the Washington stat, and I'm keeping our Lady Wolf stats. And every time I seem to miss something, she seems to be quick on the draw to smack me.
That a baby Sherry. Way to go, Sherry.
So kudos to her for stepping up.
Sherry Wyatt, ladies and gentlemen. She's here all night. Maybe we'll get her on the air. That would be awesome. She shakes her head no.
I think before the night's over, we probably will.
Happen.
Yeah. Just under 4 minutes to go in here in this game. Lady Wolves up 46-29.
So pass to the middle to Richardson. It's tipped by J.C. Lenoy. Lenoy tries to get the pass down. Little contact on the pass there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They kind of let that one go there.
Yeah. Wells to Myers. Tip pass
by Chloe.
And Richardson's going to get the pass down low, and that's 2 points for Richardson. And kind of a tight pass there by Lenoy to Pruitt, but managed to keep hold of it. And so now
it was a good job by Pruitt to actually kind of set herself and keep control of the ball and make a pass out.
And that's one thing, you know, JC, great player. Wow, she took a tumble there, flying. Sometimes she tries to put that ball in a tight spot. Chloe's going to drive in. That's going to be a foul, so she's going to take her 2 shots.
Yeah, I think you can kind of start to see that frustration really starting to sink in on some of these Lady Warriors. You know, it looked like that was number 15, kind of slamming that ball down, and she disagreed with the call.
Right. That would be Myers. One thing, the freshman Chloe Summers has played very well tonight, and she's played a lot.
Not missed
from the bench.
Not missed from the free throw line yet.
No. So shooting well from the stripe. That's another one.
I'm glad she made that because I was going to feel real bad if she missed it and I jinxed her. And I knew it as soon as I said it.
48-31, 2:55 left in the game. The Lady Warriors have the ball. I tried to pass over Logan Pruitt. Logan says no. Nice look, nice pass. Oh, and Chloe Summers just can't keep hold of it. But it was a good feed from Logan, seeing Chloe getting close to the basket. Just a quick check over the side. Looks like Coach Parker and Jolie Grinstead's dad, Clint, are still looking at that ankle. Looks like they've got it in some ice right now. Grace Murphy trying to kind of shoot without the ball there. I mean, hands everywhere.
Logan Pruitt with her fourth block of the evening.
That's 4 for Logan Pruitt. And I'm pretty sure at least 2, if not 3 of those have come on number 4, Leyland Sheffy. So Jordan Brown driving down the right side of the court, looking for somewhere to go with the ball, and they're going to call a timeout.
They're going to call a timeout. Man, I'm going to go with this, Mr. Morse, that I think tonight we should pick a player of the game.
Oh, I'm with you.
And
with you.
I mean, we've got a bunch to choose from here with some good players. Chloe Summers had a great game tonight. You know, looks like 4 points, you know, a couple of rebounds, 3 steals, perfect from the free throw line, 4 for 4. You know, you talk about Grace Murphy's had a good game. 10 points, a rebound, you know, assist, a steal, 50% from the free throw line. Not great, but not bad. Logan Pruitt, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 for 4 from the line. And then you got to throw that 4 blocks out there. So, I mean, you got 3 or 4 girls you could really talk about being the player of the game. You know, you could even, I think it'd be a stretch to give it to her, but you could throw Natalie Hill for having to come off the bench with very little experience and getting that offensive rebound, you know, and putting the ball back up and getting a couple of points.
Absolutely.
You know, from top to bottom, I think we've played really well throughout this game.
I think in the next 2, you know, and we've got here 2:27 left in this game, and we'll have to think about it because those are 3.
I think you got 3. Yeah, 3 legit.
We'll pick one. So, long pass by Summers to Pruitt. Pruitt's going to drive around the left side and pick up her dribble, kick it back out to Brown. Brown to Murphy. Murphy looks down low to Pruitt, but back up top to Lenoy. Lenoy just gives it straight over, but wow, nice pickup by Grace Murphy. Get that ball back across half court. Summers to Pruitt. They close in on her, and they're just going to pass it around the perimeter.
Yeah, looking to play that stall, burn that time off the clock.
Little stall ball. Lenoy got the ball on the right-hand side. Back up at top of the arc to Jordan Brown.
I mean, you know, I would say you kind of expect the Warriors to start fouling, but I mean, we're already at 12, so they kind of did a long time ago. So it kind of defeats the purpose.
That was a good drive on the baseline by J.C. Lenoy, and then she picks up the foul. So J.C.'s going to go to the free throw line.
Yep.
J.C. Lenoy.
And I don't know why it just made me think of that. You see the brace on J.C.'s knee. She's one of the 2 freshmen. Well, last year, freshman girls I had that were hobbling around on a knee. Her and Logan Pruitt both last year.
Yeah, and you know, she has the brace on. Logan still got that strap on her knee. You know, both of them big parts of this Lady Wolves. And I, you know, you get outside of Jolie Grinstead. That's the only senior we have.
Yeah, that's our senior.
So the future looks bright in Lady Wolves basketball.
And they just call another foul on, looks like on number 2, Tinley Lucas.
Is Jordan going to be shooting these?
Looks like these are going to be shot by Jordan Brown.
Okay. Just under a minute and a half to go. Wolves up 49-34. Jordan Brown at the line to shoot 2.
So Jordan's first shot is off. And the second shot is going to be off as well. Sheffy bringing the ball down, kicks it over to Myers. Myers to Wells. Wells with the long shot. It's in and out. Rebound by Lucas. Lucas is going to shoot. It is rims out, but it's going to be a foul. Looks like on number 1, Grace Murphy. That is only her 3rd foul with 1:11 left in the game. Tinley Lucas is going to shoot. 49-34 the score currently. Lucas' first shot is off the back of the rim.
Another quick shout out to Haley Alexander, another former Lady Wolf from last year, watching from Southwestern Oklahoma State University out there in Weatherford. Good to hear from you, Haley. sister of J.C. Lanoy on the team right now.
And Morgan Scott has come in the game for the Lady Wolves. As Myers looks to drive the lane, she's going to get a shot and rebound by Logan Pruitt, who throwing those bows, trying to get clear out a little space.
Clears out a little space, draws the foul, and she's going to the line again. Spent quite a bit of time there tonight. 3 for 4 thus far, and going to put up 2 more.
Absolutely. And, Bobby, I think with a minute left, I think for my vote, and I'm going to do it, and we're going to get called homers because she's in our class. But I think just overall, if I could go, if we were going to split it up and I have like an offensive and a defense, I could do that. But overall, I'd have to give it to Logan Pruitt tonight. With the points being on the line, she's made how many she have? Like 10 points now? Because she had 8 earlier.
She has 13 points now.
Logan Pruitt, 13 points.
13 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of steals, and then 4 count them, 4 blocks.
4 blocks.
We may get called homers, but I do think I'm going to have to agree with you. I think we're going to call this unanimous that Logan Pruitt
is our player of the game. Then a
going to be our play game.
Long shot by Kilcrease. Nice 3-pointer, but it's a little too late for the Lady Warriors as we count down 30 seconds left in the game. Sheffy to Kilcrease. Kilcrease down to now I forgot her name, Myers, and then to Lucas, but there's a foul. Looks like they're going to call it on number 2, Chloe Summers.
I think Chloe Summers, Grace Murphy both have to be honorable mention in our discussions for player for the game because you talk about those 3, Logan, Gracie, and Chloe.
And Chloe Summers going to go to the bench, being replaced by another sophomore, Jadison Thomas. And I think as far as you and I go, Bobby, this is the first time we've seen Jaddy on the court this year, so glad to see her out there.
Yep.
Getting some time. Logan's going to bring the ball across the logo, and she's to Jaddy. And Jaddy's going to get a bucket.
It's a good job by Logan.
Whoa, close shot by but Jadison Thomas kind of puts the nail in the coffin, so to speak, just because I miss NBA Jam, to finish up the game, 53-39, as your Lady Wolves knock out the Lady Warriors from Washington.
I think great game by the Lady Wolves, and if I'm not mistaken, 5th straight win for the Lady Wolves.
That's big time.
Big time. Getting hot when it matters, getting hot at the right time. Shout out to our own Logan Pruitt we're going to dub her the player of the game for this one.
We might catch something for that, but that's okay.
We'll deal with it. We see Coach Lampkin here at Davis, and then Jolie's dad, Mr. Clint Grinstead, one of our sponsors here, helping Jolie across to the locker room. We really hope she's okay and going to be okay and going to be back for the next one.
Real quick, since it's been a while since we said it. Thanks for watching this game. Joining myself, Jared Morrison, Bobby Alexander. But a huge shout out, as we mentioned, Mr. Clint Grinstead, to all of our sponsors. Clint Grinstead's own CNC Backhoe, Mike Hellick Chevrolet, Mack Trailer, Jones Jewelry, Hilltop Animal Health, Sooner Pharmacy. Our banks here in town, our banks have been a huge part of all of this for us. Vision Bank, Landmark Bank, First National Bank of Davis, Pauls Valley National Bank. All been a great help to us, and definitely don't want to leave out the Oklahoma Army National Guard, Sergeant Bo Clark. Quick shout out to Sergeant Bo Clark, who's who's been a big supporter of ours since the beginning this year.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, and you know, just real quick as the boys warm up here, you know, I've been talked to. I teach freshman English most of the time during the day, and I got approached by a few of our freshmen today because earlier in the year we did cover a softball game. We covered a couple softball games, got them streamed, and they said, "Well, are we going to do any more of that?" For our second year, you know, we're kind of working out some of the stuff, and I know that Bobby and I both, we want to get to more of that stuff.
Absolutely.
You know, and sometimes we're a little limited as to the technology available to us there, you know, because got to have power.
Yep.
And sometimes you just can't have enough extension cords. But we're you know, our kids are figuring out, we're figuring out as we go, and eventually, you know, we'll be putting a lot more of that stuff up on the screen. So
yeah, that's our goal, is, you know, that we grow this class, we grow this this group to where we eventually are basically covering almost as much as possible,
right.
To where we're covering everything, all the softball, all the baseball, all the track, everything. You know, that's our goal, and none of that would be possible if it were not for the people that you just spoke about,
right.
those sponsors, to be able to help us out. We surely appreciate that. We are starting to prepare for next year.
And that's one thing, is we prepare. If you're listening and or watching and you're enjoying what you see and you would like to help support, if you've got a business here in Davis, you can give the high school a call, and you can ask for Bobby Alexander or myself, Jared Morse. Or we also have students that are kind of in charge of our marketing, and they will be coming around to you.
They're you know, that's what we do in class every day. We got a group of them. You know, one of them I'm actually going to call out right now. She's probably going to get mad at me if she's sitting at home watching, or you know, but she actually had surgery this week.
Right.
So our thoughts and prayers are with her, Miss Alyssa Hughes. Alyssa Hughes was working really hard on getting a brochure and a almost a business plan put together for us to start preparing for next year.
All the way down to the last day before she left for surgery.
She was working her tail off before she went and had surgery. I can't thank her enough for that. I mean, I know her mind had to been elsewhere, but she was focused on what she was doing. We hope she gets better quick. I know she's going to be out for a few weeks. So again, our thoughts and prayers are with her. You know, we hope she gets better soon. But that's the kind of people we have in this class right now.
Absolutely.
We have kids that are all about it, and they want to learn, and they want to do more. And so I don't think I can get the community to understand enough that, man, these kids are the one putting in the hard work.
Absolutely.
You know, you and I are getting to be here, and we're getting to talk, and we kind of get to be the public spotlight for doing this, and I don't know that that's such a good thing.
No,
but
sometimes it's scary.
you know, these kids are working hard in the background to do all this, and man, it's all for them, and it's on them, and I can't be more proud of them.
So I mean, you know, like I said, keep an eye out for those kids that are going to be coming around town. You know, looking to see if you're interested in helping us out and grow this. You know, and you know, we've talked to our own principal, Trey Owens, Mr. Owens. We've talked about growing this as a brand. You know, get the school out there. That's one of the most visible parts of any town is a school, and we have a really supportive community. We hear all the time people saying, "Hey, you know, I watched it the other day, and that was cool." You know, so we're getting out there. You know, people are watching. Right now, we have 14 viewers. And we appreciate the 14 sets of eyes on the product. I mean,
absolutely.
We're happy to bring this. You know, we're not the only one doing it, but I want to say we're one that's definitely doing it consistently.
Yep. And doing it differently.
Right.
You know, we are a small school here at Davis. You know, 1,000 kids from pre-K through 12th grade. Not many small districts across the state are able to do what we're doing right now. With all the kids working in the background, I get calls all the time and emails. I go to conferences and stuff, and people find out, hey, you're from Davis. How do you guys do that? You know, and so I can't. This is something really special that we're doing here. one of the many things I think we're doing new at Davis, and I think we're really starting to shine here in the what my grandfather called the sunny side of the Arbuckles. That old school.
That is very old school.
That's very old school. Sunny side of the Arbuckles. Our band is called the Pride of the Arbuckles. I think this school system is the pride of the Arbuckles.
Bright spot of Murray County.
Yes.
I might catch up for that, but
yeah. No disrespect to anybody else, but we're partial, and that's okay. So again, we really thank the people who are watching at home, and man, just continue to show your support and love to these kids and to us here at Wolf Media. Excuse me, WOLF the Howl. Yeah. Got to make sure I get that in there right. But I think we got a couple of minutes, about 2.5 minutes before the boys start. I say me and Mr. Morse kind of take a little breather here for a second before we get ready for an exciting boys basketball game here in just a couple minutes.
Sounds good. All right, so we got the starting lineup for the Davis Wolves tonight. And it looks like number 13, Dakota Bridenstine, number 10, Dane Parker, number 22, Cody Caraway, number 23, Jet Martin, and number 3, Cole Martin. Bobby, do you have a buzz in your ear? There we go. That fixed it. All right, and
can you hear me now?
I can now.
Okay, I guess I had the wrong mic on, so that's
can you
where
hear
we
me?
I can hear you.
Right,
okay,
good.
now we're good.
Okay, so
little different look for the starting five. With Cody Carraway, the
sophomore.
What'd you call him earlier?
The flowing mane of Cody Carraway.
The flowing mane of Cody Carraway getting a start tonight.
That's going to be Dane Parker. Past Cody Carraway. Cody's going to go up. And Washington's going to take off with that. And I'm trying to get the numbers here. To number 20, Quinones. 20 out to Hendricks, number 2. 24, Hayden Hicks. So ball's going to be inbound by number 10, Parker, to Martin, and then back to Parker, back to Martin. Cole's going to take the ball to the top of the arc, almost to the logo, pass to Dane. Dane's going to look, pass over to Jet Martin at the top of the arc. Still on the perimeter. Dane's going to look, and he's going to take a dribble, pass to Jet. Jet's man's going to leave. And Jet's going to go in for that layup, miss the layup, ball gets loose, and Dane's kind of like a battering ram through there, comes through, and he's going to draw a foul.
Yeah. You see that 24 kind of getting up a little limpy, almost like as Dane went through there, he lowered that shoulder, a little football style in him. He's a born football player, so this one could get a little physical.
It could. Number 23, Cash Andrews, is going to bring the ball down out to Hicks. Hicks with the long shot. The 3 is good, and so the Warriors are going to jump on the board first. Bridenstine bringing the ball down to Dane, and looks at Bridenstine flashing down through the lane. Jet Martin's going to pick up that rebound and put it back. So the Warriors lead 3-2. Over to Hicks. Hicks to Andrews. And that goes to number 10, Scott. Scott's shot is going to go off. Dane's going to bring it down. Almost loses the dribble on the crossover. But he regains possession, pass at the top of the arc to Bridenstine. To Cole Martin. Martin's going to pass to Parker. Parker's shot is off. Down to Quinones. Quinones' pass almost gets away from number 2, Hendricks. Wolves are going to pick possession back up. And ball's going to go back out to the top. Long 3 by Cole Martin's going to be off. Dakota Bridenstine's going to attack, try to keep that in bounds in play. And now Hendricks is going to come away with the pass, with the ball for the Warriors. Dribble around Cole Martin, go for the shot. Rebound by Jet Martin.
You know, it's not very many teams that have a body big enough to match Jet inside that paint because Jet's a tall kid. But the Washington does have that number 10 down there that matches up pretty well, actually.
Turnover by the Wolves. Dane led Cody a little bit, and then Cody got tied up with the ref. Pass down to Quinones. Quinones swatted away by Jet Martin. And Jet had impact on that shot, too, and he's going to get the rebound.
That's where those big, long arms come in handy.
Cole to Jet, back to Cole. Cole to Dakota Bridenstine up at the top of the arc. Bridenstine to Parker. Parker looking, swings it. Wide pass. Tried to get it to Jet Martin, but
looks like they weren't quite on the same page there. Jet was starting to go back towards the rim, but Dane thought he was going to continue on further out and just kind of got off kilter there a little bit.
So it looks like Andrews is going to bring the ball down for the Warriors. Hendricks back to Andrews. Andrews to Scott, and the long shot attempt by Hicks. And now Bridenstine is going to bring the ball across the line. Slings it over to Dane. Dane cross court to Dakota Bridenstine, over to Cole Martin.
It was a really, really tight spot to fit the ball in.
Yeah, and Jet's going to
throw the head
fake, and then put up the shot, and the Wolves are going to take the lead 4-3. 3:58 left in the first quarter.
Good fake. You watch that number 10 lead his feet.
Really good fake. Andrews over to Hicks. And Quinones, and that's Hendricks with the long shot, and it's going to go in and out. Rebound by Dane Parker. And Cole Martin's going to bring the ball across the logo. And Cole's going to go up, and no foul called.
Oh,
good
job.
Play. Good play by Cody Carraway to knock that
Caraway
ball
getting
away.
his hands in there, knocking the ball loose, and almost knocking it right back into Cole's hands to go back up for that quick layup. It's a good job.
So, I mean, and it won't go down as an assist.
No.
But that's what it was.
No, absolutely.
But really heads-up play by Cody Carraway, and then a good follow-up shot by Cole. Looks like it's going to be a foul on number 13, Dakota Bridenstine. And then it's going to send number 2, Luke Hendricks, to the line. Hendricks' first shot is in. And that's going to cut the lead to 2. So it's 6-4, Davis lead. And a little floor change by the Warriors. And so Dakota Bridenstine going to bring the ball across. Thought about taking the shot. He's going to kick it over to Dane. Dane looking low. Now Dane's going to start dribbling. And threads the needle in there to Cody Carraway.
No shot. They're going to say he was stepping on the line there.
He stepped on the line. So put Cody in there real tight. He tried to maintain. But now it's going to be Washington ball. And this is looks like number 15, Graham, I'm going to say Schonauer, or Schoener. I'm going to butcher that name, and I apologize. Whoa. A lot of bodies coming in underneath, and that ball's going to go out on Washington. I think they're just
number
calling
11.
it out.
No, he called a foul on number 11.
Number 11. That's going to be on number 11, Colton Ross.
Mr. Mapes down there confirming your call there.
Shout out to Mr. Mapes, whose favorite nickname for any structure on Davis's campus is the Birdcage. Dakota Bridenstine's going to pick up his dribble out by the logo, right on top of the Wolves' ears, pass down to Dane. Dane's going to get it stuffed back in his face, but that's a foul.
I'm curious to know whether he's going to say he was shooting here, because he actually decided midair to go ahead and try to dump that ball off to Cody, and that's what you see the Washington coach over there telling him is like, hey, he was dishing that ball off. So let's see what they say.
Going to be, what are the refs going to say? Right now it looks like they're saying it's going to be on the floor, but they're going to talk about it for a second. So
they're going to call it on the floor. Yep.
So Dane's going to take the ball out. That is the foul on number 15, Schoner. Long pass to Cole Martin. Cole's going to pick it up. Quinones is tight. Pass to Dane. Dane Parker at the top of the arc. He's going to fake and drive to the left. Smooth left-handed layup by Dane Parker. And now looks like number 15, Schooner's going to pass over. Number 5, Aiden Hyde. Schoner to Hyde. Hyde inside to number 11. Another swat by Jet Martin. And Dane Parker picks up his dribble just past the half-court line. And now Cole Martin backing up towards the logo. Covered up by Schoner. He's coming back across the line. Looks like we got a Wolf about to come in. Looks like Ty Burks. So Bridenstine gets the screen by Cole Martin. And Cody Carraway jumping through the trees and gets the 2 points. Well played by the sophomore. Quinones takes the long shot, and it's just off. He's going to get his own rebound. And
Jet trying to go for that third
block. But he's going to get the foul, and Quinones is going to go to the line for 2.
You know, something we haven't seen from these Wolves before. We've kind of gotten in the habit of seeing that 5-on, 5-off. you know, and with Ty Burks looks like he's gonna come into the game here in just a minute, but different looks from both the girls earlier in the game and now the boys in this game. You know, maybe trying to spark a little something.
Keona's first shot is good. And, yeah, switching it up, not going the 5-on-5 off. Burks comes in for Jet Martin. So Ty Burks, the senior.
I believe he is
He's a junior. He is a junior. I don't know why. I should know that.
Daughter of, or excuse me,
So,
not daughter.
Whoa, that's a bigger mess up than I had.
Yes, son of our beloved Mrs. Burks from the high school.
Absolutely. Dane's going to pass it off to Cole.
Our stat lady over here is laughing at me because I just screwed that one up.
Calm down, Sherry. Cole,
they're
going to call that foul on Dakota. And that screen looked like a sweet Dallas Stars body check.
Yeah.
I liked it. I was a big fan.
Looks like Trey Parker now going to come in for Dakota.
So it looks like Brightenstein's going to go to the bench, and now Trey Parker on the floor. So pass over to Hyde, Schoner, Hendricks, and way down, good look. Got to give that to Kobe Scott. That was a good look. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Davis leads 10-7. Nice pass to Dane Parker.
Good job.
And a good look from Dane to Ty Burks. Ty's going to get on the board. Hendricks behind the back pass. Wow, if he'd have made that, that would have been really impressive. Now pass to Schoner. Fighting for the ball, and Ty's going to come up with that rebound, and he's going to get fouled.
We call that foul on number 15 there, his second for the team. You know, first quarter there over. Again, we saw basically that starting five throughout most of the first quarter. We saw a couple of switches there late, but again, a new look for the boys. Used to kind of seeing that 5-on, 5-off, but I think it worked well. I know I like the flowing main, but Cody Caraway there down deep underneath the trees, as you said, almost looking like a little Samson with that hair going up strong and getting that bucket. So
that was nice.
You know, shout out to Cody for playing tough there as a sophomore amongst the seniors in that group. So
and Cody, not a short guy, but not a big thick guy.
Not a real tall guy. When I can basically almost look you eye to eye, you are not anywhere close to tall.
I wasn't going to say anything, Bobby,
but that's okay. But you know, Cody proving that, you know, hey, anybody can get out here and play with the big boys as long as you're willing to put the work in and go for it. So
looks like Cody's going to get a breather here. So you've got Martin, Parker, and Burks. Sounds like a bad law firm. But nice interception by Dane Parker. And with a really nice left-handed layup. 14-7. Doubles them up. 7:40 left in the half. And Hendricks passed down low to Scott.
They're going to call him for walking there.
Off, and that's a walk. And
looks like Washington going to go into that press, really try to put some pressure on the Wolves.
So
they real quickly back off. So
yeah, Dane's going to bring the ball up. A little movement by the Wolves offense. Kicks it over the left-hand side to Cole, but he's going to send it back up to Dane. Dane's going to try to dribble around, try to look for a point, and throws a pass. And I think there was a little miscommunication there because Cole wasn't there.
Yeah. I'm not sure who he thought was going there, Cole or Ty Burks there.
Yeah. Hendrick's shot is off, and Dane's going to get the rebound, kicks it over to Cole Martin. Cole crossing the Wolf and takes it to Dane, out to Cole. That's a long shot. I think he thought about it. Dane looking, and looks at Trey and then kicks it over to Cole. Cole's going to take a little closer three-pointer and nails it. Buckets for Cole Martin. That's 3 points.
Really making that Washington defender regret that jump on that pass.
Quinones with the rebound to Scott, and he's going to get fouled, pushed away as he's going up. So Cody Scott taking his 2 shots, and that's a foul on.
I believe that I called that on
I think
Trey Parker, number 5.
Number 5, Trey Parker.
For some reason they put it in a 0.
There's
but
a 0. We will. It's okay.
We won't blame Coach Schilling too bad.
Shout out to Coach Schilling. And a rebound by Trey Parker.
I don't even really think he was looking for that rebound. It just kind of
it just kind of appeared.
Landed in his lap.
Quinones kind of up in his grill. Trey kicks it over to Dane. Dane's going to try to roll a little bit, working his way to the basket, kicks it out. Jet, those long three-pointer. Jet Martin with the bucket. 3 points, 20-7, and Washington's going to take a timeout to kind of collect their thoughts as we have 6 minutes and 1 second left in the half. Davis again leads 20-7.
Mr. Morris, I'm keeping stats here for the Davis Wolves, and I know I missed some, but I don't miss a whole lot.
Right.
And I don't have a single miss down for us. I don't have a single miss for us. I mean, that 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. I mean, you're everybody's kind of getting involved. Caraway with buckets, Ty Burks with buckets, Jet Martin with 2 buckets down low, Dane Parker with a couple buckets, Cole Martin with a big bucket and a big 3, 4 rebounds. I mean,
2 blocks for Jet Martin.
Jet Martin, we got to talk to those blocks again. So
yeah.
I think we need to go ahead and start looking at. This may be a real tough one if this keeps going this way to pick a player of the game, but I think we got to keep that in our back of our minds.
So we've got Caraway, Cole Martin, Dakota Bridenstine, Jet Martin, and number 12, Colin Dulaney. And Colin's going to get down there and throw a shoulder, but he's going to end up getting to the floor. They're going to call the foul on number 12, Colin Dulaney, who just came in the game for the Wolves. So this is number 15, Graham Schonair. I am going to butcher his last name because I'm really not sure how to say it.
I think you and
Mr. Mapes,
Mr.
we're at
Mapes,
odds.
Well, I think you're pronouncing it one way, he's pronouncing it another way, and I'm pretty sure that both of you are wrong.
You're probably not wrong. That's a good guess. He may just become number 15. Poor guy. Feel bad. Actually, he could be correct. And when I look at it, I'm like,
Let's not tell him that.
No, I don't want to tell Mr. Mapes that he's right. Good pass over to Cole Martin. Martin to Caraway. Caraway, long pass to Jet Martin down low. And Cole's going to drive the lane, lose control.
Kind of loses it on that jump stop
picked up by
bit.
Hendricks.
Good job there by Cody to get back and stopping
there. And then rebound by Dakota. So Bridenstine rebound, then kicks it over to Dane Parker. Dane to Dakota. Dakota looked for the shot, and he's going to go in, and they're going to call the block. Number 10, Scott's feet not set. And Dakota going up for the layup, so he's going to get 2 points. He's going to get 2 free shots. 20-10, 5:11 left in the half. Bridenstine's first shot is off the back of the rim.
For me, again, I know I missed some of them, but that's the first miss I have for us.
Wow. Bridenstine's second shot off the front of the rim this time. Rebound by Hendricks. Hendricks to, looks like Andrews. Andrews to 15. 15 to Andrews. Over to Hicks. And 15 is going to drive back out to Hicks. Hicks is going to lose, and I think they're probably going to give that to, I think that was a tag team effort there.
Yeah, I think both.
It'll probably go to Bridenstine.
Yep, I agree. And it almost kind of popped right into Jet Martin's hands there.
So pass down to Dakota Bridenstine, who's going to kick it out to Jet. Jet's going to dribble up to the top of the arc, look to get inside, and nice move by Jet Martin. And they backed off of him a little bit. Jet's a big body to be coming through the lane.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to get up there, and I mean, you already have 7 fouls. You don't want to give up a bunch more. So you kind of got to lay off of him. But, I mean, that's a tough job to stop that guy when you can't get up in his face.
Good pressure by the Wolves to cause the turnover. Bridenstine to Martin, back to Bridenstine, to Dane Parker. They're getting the ball across the court. Cross half court, and nice play by 24 Hicks for the Warriors, closing up that passing lane. That shot just wasn't there, and it looks like they're going to call it out.
Yeah, I think that was slapped out almost.
So I thought it was going to go out on the Wolves, but it will be.
I think there was almost an overback situation where he slapped it from behind him, and knocked it out of bounds there. So good call by the refs.
So looks like going to be a change the guard a little bit for Washington. And Davis passing in. It's going to be Bridenstine driving down the sideline. And nice pass underneath to Cody Caraway. And Caraway with the shot under pressure. Long shot in by Hendricks. That's a long shot. 3 points, 24-13, 3:17 left in the half. Cole Martin's going to take it across half court. Bounce pass to Jet Martin, cross court, down low. Cody all alone, and then he's going to be fouled. Good look, good move by Cody Carey, and that was a great look by Dane Parker to see him coming through.
This defense is almost kind of forgetting about Cody as he sinks down there, and I mean, you can't do that. I mean, right now he's making them look bad. Drawing a foul right there. So good job by this Wolves offense to recognize what they're getting from the Warriors and taking advantage.
And again, the sheer hair power of the luxurious locks, the flowing mane of Cody Caraway. And we're probably his mom's going to hurt us.
She is.
It'll be funny.
I'm getting in trouble again by my stats lady to make sure that I mark him correctly.
She doesn't know. Bridenstine with the rebound, 2:57 left in the half. Parker's going to bring it down the left-hand side, looking down low, and Parker's going to turn, drive, throw up a quick shot. Jet's going to be all covered up, but Hendricks is going to get the rebound. And Hendricks with crossover, looking over to 23 Andrews to Scott, and looks like that shot's going to go in by number 5, Aiden Hyde. And now the Wolves, Washington's going to put on a little pressure, and the Wolves are going to bring it across half court. Dane Parker getting pushed around a little bit by Hyde, and looks like they're going to call a foul on that, and that's not quite putting them in the bonus. Now the Wolves already have put the Warriors in the bonus. So definitely a little more foul heavy in this game than we were in the girls' game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Dane Parker's gonna bring the ball in and flashes Cody Caraway.
Wow.
Nice pass
Cody
by Cody Caraway.
Wow.
The assist to Jet Martin. Cody turns in midair and hits Jet in stride. And every now and then you get those long passes, you can tell those Davis players kick into football mode.
Yeah, you sure can. Man, I kind of want to go back to that play right before that.
Wow,
Cody,
yeah.
that no-look almost pass over his shoulder.
I mean, because he was turning
yeah.
as soon as it hit his hands.
That's good awareness of the court and where everybody is and where your teammates are. So number 22 really having probably the best game I've ever seen him have right now.
Oh, absolutely. So Dakota Bridenstine drew the foul, and now the Wolves are in the bonus. Misses the shot. It's going to be rebounded by Scott, brought down by Andrews. Andrews to Hyde, picked up by Cody, and Cody's going to lose the ball on that one. Stolen by Andrews. Andrews over to Hendricks. Hendricks tries to shoot the three. Dane's got a hand in his face. It's off the side of the backboard, and Cole's going to bring this across half court. It's going to be knocked out by number 2, Hendricks. And Washington's going to sub out again. Davis not subbing out as much as we've seen him in the past, like in the last few games. Looks like Coach Hammond's kind of changing up his strategy a little bit, trying something different.
You know, maybe letting these boys get in and kind of get a rhythm going and setting a pace, dictating a pace to a game, and maybe what he's trying to do here. And so far it's working well in this game.
So, and Washington really trying to put some pressure on defense. And Hendricks was all over Cole Martin. So Hendricks going to bring the ball in to Andrews. Andrews to Hicks. Back to Andrews. Andrews kicks it out to Hendricks. Hendricks to Scott. Scott tries a little sky hook a la Kareem and didn't fall. Rebound by Dane Parker. Dakota Bridenstine bringing the ball across the
I'm going to give a little bit of a defensive assist there down to a group that you and I call out quite often, the student section.
Oh, yeah, I
getting
heard that.
Loud and crazy down there on that end. You know, I can't wait for the second half when it's on that end.
Yeah.
You know, I can't imagine what it's going to
Absolutely.
be. So really make it tough for this Washington Warriors offense. So kudos to the student section for getting loud and proud.
For sure. And I don't know if you saw right there, but Cole Martin's driving the lane, and he dropped his shoulder. And he looked like he was on the 10, and he was going.
Yeah, there was no stopping him.
No. So Hendricks with the ball at the top of the arc. Now long shot by Hicks. Hicks is off. Rebound by Scott, and we're going to get a foul call. Looks like on number 23, Jet Martin. 47:07 left in the first half. 27-15, the Davis Wolves lead the visiting Washington Warriors. You are real quick. You're watching us here on WOLF, the Howl Media Group here at Davis High School. By myself, Jared Morse, and Bobby Alexander. We're the teachers for the media class here, and glad to be joined by our 15 viewers right now. Appreciate you watching. I know Bobby's been keeping up with the live chat.
Trying to as much as I can. Make sure
you're wearing multiple hats over there.
I try to. I did delegate a little bit on my stat side, but
and Sherry's doing a great job.
She is. She's doing a great job.
Smile, Sherry. You're not on camera. Okay. Dakota with the ball.
She has no idea what you were just talking about.
She's like, what is going on? Dakota gets the ball poked away, and Scott to wow. So Hendricks kind of showing out a little bit.
Yeah.
So look what I can almost do.
Yeah, and I'm going to be real honest. I'm not a big fan of that kind of thing. You're down in this
nice
thing.
Pass.
Good job by their Ty Burks.
Ty Burks
finishing
with the shot. 29-19. Going in 10.
Dane with the assist.
10 seconds left. Dane Parker with a great pass. Hendricks about lost the ball there. Cody Caraway all over him. Quinones with a long three. It's going to be off. And Dakota Bridenstine's going to take the rebound. And the Wolves are going to take a 10-point lead into the break. 29-19, Bobby.
Man, I've got very few misses. If I can find a negative side to the Wolves game that half, we weren't great from the free throw line.
Right.
Outside of that, almost every facet of the game, we pretty well dominated. I don't think that 10-point lead does that first half justice. We were great shooting the ball, great court awareness on making passes. Cody Carraway with that over-the-shoulder, no-look pass almost. That last pass from Dane into Ty Burke's tight window, but a good hard pass to feed Ty down low to get up there and make a bucket. Man, I really like what we're doing here. I hope we keep it up in the second half. We're going to take a little break. We got 7 minutes till we come back from half. We'll take about a 4 or 5 minute break, and we'll be back for the second half.
Sounds good.
All right. So as we get ready to come back with just 40 seconds before we start this third period off.
Sweet.
I got to shout out to my kid. It took him the whole halftime to bring me a Snickers.
Why wait?
One day I'll get him whipped in shape.
You know, when he graduates and he's leaving, that one day he'll do something awful. Wow. Oh, you were just mean to Bobby's kid. Dakota Bridenstine going to bring the ball across court for the Wolves here at the start of the second half. Swings it over to Cole Martin. Cole looking for somebody to move around a little bit, get open. Cole getting real close to that half-court line. He's going to come back, push it through over to Cody Caraway. Cody to Dane. Dane kicks it over to Cole. Cole's going to drive the baseline, push his man back. Quick shot. Looks like they're going to call a little over the back. I'm going to push on Jet Martin on the floor. That's going to be Jet's third foul. And Andrews is going to bring the ball down. Pass it over to Hicks. Hicks for the Warriors. Pass it over to Hendricks. Hendricks back to Hicks. Hicks to Andrews. Andrews tosses it low. Kind of like a little alley-oop pass to Hendricks, but that didn't work out, and it's going to be Wolves' ball. You know, you can kind of tell, like, you know, Hendricks is a tall, athletic kid. You can tell he can jump. He's got some ups on a steal there, and they're going to go. But he really wants to do something. But, you know, me personally, I mean, I know he wants to. Great move there by Dane Parker.
Good job.
But, you know, get back into the game first. You're down by 10 before you start trying to show out.
Yeah, actually, you and I were kind of talking about that a little bit before the when he kind of showed out on that open layup in the first half. You know, almost slapping the backboard as he made a layup. Not a big fan of that.
If I remember right, it's a technical if you do that.
I that was my understanding, but you know, my short stature, I didn't play a whole lot of basketball. So,
Bobby, you only play above the rim.
One day I'll believe that.
When you're 7 feet tall, it will be great. Dane moving the ball around. Nice pass to Cole Martin, who's going to get wide open.
Wow.
Nice three-point shot. Great connection. Dane Parker to Cole Martin. 34-21, 6-12 left in the third quarter. Wolves lead. Scott's going to try to drive around Jet. Jet just getting a hand in his face. Can't hang on to the ball. And then it looks like they're going to call Dakota Bridenstine on kind of throwing around old Quinones a little bit. So, but that foul's going to be on the floor.
Looks like Dulaney going to come in for Dakota, get him a breather, maybe get in a little foul trouble.
That's
a little
his
early.
third. So Colin Dulaney is going to come out on the court, the junior. Scott going to try to dribble underneath and get around Jet.
That was a good move. I think
good.
maybe Dulaney trying to guard that middle a little too much, kind of left off and let him get open underneath.
So Dane being double teamed, Jet looking low, and he's going to drive and go up for that shot. Scott's going to try to swat it away, slap the backboard. Dane trying to go up and under, and going to come off the bottom of the rim. Quinones with the rebound. Andrews to Scott, and Scott in and out, and looks like they're going to call Colin Dulaney for over the back. So the Wolves moving pretty quickly right now, and maybe needing to slow it down just a hair.
Yeah. You know, I'm not really sure how you call Dulaney for over the back there when he was actually inside.
Yeah.
But Cody kind of trying to jump that pass a little bit.
And a long shot, and Cody, you know, just leaving his feet. Quinones,
nobody
Jet
blocking
with another
there.
block. And Jet's going to get that. So poor shooting by the Warriors, and a block by Jet Martin, and the rebound. Looks like Coach Hammond's going to take a quick timeout to get his boys kind of settled down a little bit.
Yeah, they're getting a little wild and out of their selves here. Cody kind of, we've talked about him a lot tonight, but you know, he tries to jump that pass, has to get back to the far side of the court to play defense and almost can't get those breaks started quick enough and runs right by his man. But like you said, poor shooting by the Warriors allows the Wolves to keep that 34-23 lead. But I fully understand Coach Hammond's wanting to take that timeout right there and kind of settle them down and say, hey, let's get back to our game and let's start dictating this pace of this game a little better.
Right. So looks like it's going to be Wolves ball. And pass is going to come in from Dane Parker. So Dane's looking for the open man. He's going to kick it to Cody Carraway. He's going to try to get it across half court. Cody picked up his dribble. And Hicks gets the bucket and the foul. Cody Carraway.
I don't know that I agree with that one.
They're going to call it a push on Cody. That's going to be his second foul. And he's going to come out. And looks like Trey Parker is going to come in for Cody Carraway. And Ty Burks is out on the court, as well as Jet Martin, Cole Martin, and the two Parker brothers. So Washington putting the pressure on. Cole bringing the ball across court. Pass to Jet. Jet looking for somewhere to go. Kicks it back out to Cole. Cole's going to drive a little bit. Pass inside to Ty Burks. Ty throws a little fake. Dane's going to get the ball, bring it inside. Left-handed shot. Nice shot. Jumper by Dane Parker. 36-25 on a long three-pointer for Washington. Wide open.
Yeah, you see that 24. He made that shot and then almost gives one of those.
That's a 24 is Hayden Hicks.
Yeah, it gives a little bit of that bow and arrow type gesture.
Well, Matthews, you're down 10.
Yeah. I think somebody needs to remind him to kind of look up at that scoreboard every once in a while.
So Dane's going to bring the ball in. Kicks it over to Cole Martin. Martin's going to take his dribble. And back to Dane. Dane back to Cole. Cole to Jet. And Jet's going to drive the lane and try to kick it out to Trey Parker. And Trey's going to lay out for the ball and in time take out number 11. Hit him right in the hips, Colton Ross. And he hit the ground pretty hard.
Just my personal opinion, but I think twice about going for that ball that quick again.
Yeah.
Boys are kind of getting a little physical. I think they need to kind of reset.
You see 10, 5, or 3 coming at you, you better look out because there's going to be a shoulder coming with it.
Yeah.
So the Warriors are going to pull within 6. 3:40, about 3:40 left in the third quarter, and a long pass by Cole Martin just about picked off by number 10, Scott. Dane looking to get the ball inside, going to give it to Jet. Jet just
real
about loses
close to
handle
stepping
on
out of
it.
bounds there.
Dane with the long shot is going to be off, and Jet with the rebound. And they're going to call a foul away from the ball. Yeah, it's foul away from the ball. And
Foul
on number 15, that's number 15. Cole Martin's going to look past the ball in. Kicks over to Ty Burks. Ty looks at the three-pointer and leaves it alone. Out to Trey. Trey and Dane swing it around to Jet. Jet's going to drive in and draw the foul. That's a good job by Jet. I don't even know if he knew he could get that ball in.
No,
but at least to draw that foul.
Yeah, he was trying to draw that foul. And 15 with his fourth foul right there.
So 15 been all over the floor tonight. He's actually played fairly well, but he gotten in some foul trouble here. So one foul left to give for him. And Jet's going to put in that first shot. So stretch that lead a little bit again, 37-30. Jet Martin with his second shot, and he nails it. 38-30. 3:20 left in the third. Hendricks is going to bring the ball down over to Quinones. Back to Hendricks. Hendricks to Hicks. Quinones down in the baseline, and Hendricks is going to jump up at the elbow and hit a nice jump shot. Not a great pass there, and it looks like it's going to be Wolves' ball.
Real quick shout out to, we got a couple people joining the chat in here. Aurora Sewell, wherever you're watching from, thanks for watching with us. And then a quick shout out to Ty Pletcher, who normally
he's over there on the sideline.
Normally he's over there on the sideline. So he unable to make it here to the game tonight is joining us. So great to have you with us, Ty.
So Dane's going to take the ball and throw it over to Cole on the outside of the arc. Cole's going to dribble about to the logo and kind of work his way around number 11 there. He's going to drive the lane, go in, and Ty Burks with the rebound and the putback. Quinones pass in to Scott. Scott with a jumper, and it's 40-34 Davis.
You know, right now there's not a lot of misses on either end of the floor right here.
We're just trading shots.
So I mean, you got to make. They're going to call Cole there for the walk,
and he did. He took that stab step. So,
but I think right now it's going to be a matter of good possessions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who has the most good possessions coming down the stretch here, and I'd really like to see the Wolves keep this up. Up 6 points, 2 minutes to go, third quarter.
So Hendricks into number 13, Colton Schultz. And looks like Dane Parker's going to get the ball. Quinones trying to get it away from Jet Martin. They overshoot. Now Cole Martin with the ball on the arc. And he swings it in to Jet. Jet's going to take the shot and the foul. Feet not set, and Jet didn't. I mean, he didn't take that big step in. He just went up and leaned in. You can't charge that way when you're not on the floor.
Yep.
So it's like Coach Hammond's talking to a couple of his seniors. We kind of joke about we joke about Levi during football, and then Cody here during basketball season with their hair game. But a shout out to Coach Hammonds, whose beard game I can appreciate.
Yes, very true. I did take a Christmas break trip to Tennessee to the Smoky Mountains, and when I came back, I told him, Coach Hammonds, you could go out there and fit in anywhere because there was a lot of woodsmen out there in the area, and he would fit in well.
He's going with that lumberjack looks strong.
Yeah.
I like it.
And that actually is probably
that's 5 o'clock shadow from earlier this morning when he was clean shaven.
Yes. That's actually only about a third the length I think I've actually seen it.
So Dane's going to bring the ball in for the Wolves. Lobs it over to Jet. Jet back to Dane. Dane back to Cole. Cole's going to bring it across the Wolf. Cole dribbles around his man. Nice bounce pass into Jet Martin. Cole Martin with the sweet assist. Jet Martin off the block. 44-34. Wolves jump back out to a 10-point lead. Washington passing that ball around. You can hear that student section making some noise.
Yeah, we talked about it getting down there on that end. Going to make it really tough for that Washington offense.
Quinones with a shot. Wow, nice three-pointer by Quinones.
But right now, again, even on that loud student section at the end of the court, Washington making every possession count. So,
and Ty Burke's going to drive in. It's off there. And they're going to get Washington's going to go in for the shot again. And he's out of bounds.
No, they're going to call a foul on the floor.
Looks like are they calling that on? Looks like it's on Jet Martin. That should be his 4th.
Really don't want him to get in trouble here.
With 29.44 seconds left in the third quarter. That's Jet Martin's 4th foul.
Jet's actually appealing to this ref saying, hey, I wasn't even anywhere near the play.
And we're seeing if there's a change here. So it looks like
they're going to change it to actually.
Looks like it's number 15.
They're going to change it to Ty Burks there.
Yeah, and that's Ty's first.
Wolves catch a break there, and I'm sure Washington would prefer it be on
for sure.
Jet there,
be on Jet. Long shot. He looked at it and nails it. Wow. That's Cash Andrews with a nice three-point shot. They pull within 4. So it's 17-74, and that's one thing, you know, kind of live by the 3, die by the 3. But when it's hitting,
you make it up quick.
Changer. Yeah.
You make it up quick for sure.
You know, you wouldn't even think, I mean, it's kind of easy to think that one extra point's not going to make a difference, and it does in a hurry. Cole kind of stuck in the corner there, and they make Jet pick up his rebound, pick up his dribble. Jet's going to bring it across half court. 11 seconds left. Jet with the shot, and Washington's going to get the ball back. Quick jump shot. It's out. Scott's going to go up, and they're going to bring this game within 2 points at the buzzer. 44-42 going into the fourth quarter. Davis with the slim lead now.
Yeah, you know, again, going back to that live by the 3, die by the 3. Washington hot in that third quarter from beyond the arc. You know, very, very few wasted possessions for Washington.
Right.
But on the flip side of that, very few wasted possessions on us. We did have a few where we turned the ball over. And, you know, when they're hot from beyond the arc, those turnovers are costly.
Yes.
You know, had a 10-point lead coming out of halftime, down to 2. Got to really kind of reset, and we gotta start making them miss some of those shots.
Yeah.
Getting a hand in their face.
I mean, and I even think match their defensive pressure with defensive pressure.
Yeah.
Because they're really getting in our face, and we're just kind of keeping the and you know, I mean, Coach Hammonds has a plan. You know, but from, you know, I'm kind of I'll press box quarterback a little bit and say, you know, that's what I think from there.
Yeah, it's easy for us to say from up here.
Yeah.
You know, what we say, what we think.
It's we have a good view atop the birdcage.
But again, please, the 18 people at home, understand, you're talking to a football player and a golf and soccer player. So, you know, well, okay, I'll give myself credit. I did play baseball, but
we didn't
not
have
basketball. Not basketball.
I played basketball for 2 years and had 5 fouls to give every game. That was my job. Through shot, if that counts for anything. Andrews to Hendricks to Andrews.
Whoa.
Andrews.
Cody getting knocked down there.
Cody catches a shot, and he's going to go to the ground. But now the Wolves driving with the ball. Cole Martin. And they're calling a charge on Cole Martin. Looked like a little flopping to me, but I'm also biased.
Yeah, we are a little biased. It was a close call, you know, so.
So Andrews is going to bring the ball down, 44-42. Davis with the 2-point lead. Andrews inside to Scott. Jet watching him. And back out to Andrews. Andrews to Hicks. Hicks with the long 3. It's off. And that rebound's going to be made by Dakota Bridenstine. Bridenstine with the ball at the Wolf. 24 tried to make that. Cody couldn't get a good shot, get a good set. They better call that's a foul all over Jet Martin. It looks like a foul on Scott.
Again, getting a lot more physical. Davis already with 7 fouls. Washington now with 5.
And Jet's first shot clings off the rim, so
You see one of the hot hands, number 20, coming back in for Washington there.
Yeah, that is Quinones, and he has been hot.
Yeah, really got to know we got to have a hand in his face.
So Jet with the second shot, swish. And so now Washington's going to bring the ball back up, 43-42. Davis with a 3-point lead. Andrews can't hang on to the ball. He's going to trip on his own feet. And Cole Martin talking to the ref a little bit, and ref's going to get on to him for it. Cole thought he got fouled.
I think he wanted a foul there, and he kind of turned. And you could obviously, I'm not going to say we could lip read from up here.
Yeah.
But you could definitely tell there were some words there.
Yeah.
And the ref saying, hey, enough of that.
So Jet trying to get underneath, and they're going to say Jet was out of bounds. He was covered up pretty good.
Yeah, he was in a tight spot down there underneath the basket.
Quinones to Andrews. Andrews bringing the ball down, going to be met by Cole Martin and Cody Caraway. Pass back out to Hicks, and Dane Parker's going to intercept that, and they're going to call a timeout, looks like. Nope, it's going to be a foul. It's a push on 24 Hicks. So it's foul on the floor, 24 Hicks. That's 16 fouls, and one more foul, and then the Wolves will be in the bonus. So pass into Dakota Bridenstine, who's going to look around, pass cross court to Jet Martin, who's going to look and drive, turn, and just can't get that rebound back. And that looked like a carry to me. Hicks with the long three, it's off, and kind of popping it around. Scott's going to lose it, and kind of got a little sea of humanity there.
I think they actually gave that possession to Washington, and Washington got a timeout called.
Wow.
So,
I mean, and you think about it, that's good awareness by the Washington coach.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there in front of him.
As soon as he gets his hands on the ball, you got to call that timeout because you don't want to give up that jump ball there.
And really cool backflip there by Michaela Dodds. That was kind of neat. So,
and I'm going to say, close game like this, fourth period, the fans are getting kind of loud and crazy in here.
Yeah, they are moving around.
Packed house here tonight. Most of these people probably came and enjoyed the pancakes before.
Absolutely.
And then came over, watched the game. I see a few alumni and stuff back for this big game. So, I mean, it's good to see a packed house here for the Wolves and a good game for the girls and not an exciting game for the boys here as we get towards the latter end of the game.
So right now we're about to kick back into the fourth quarter. It's 45-42 Davis, 6:19 left in the game. It's going to be Washington ball, inbounded by Scott. Scott to Andrews. Andrews looking, pass it inside to Hendricks. Hendricks with that long arm shot right there in the middle of the lane. Brings them within one. Washington's going to pressure. Dane Parker, I thought he picked up his dribble there. Dribbles between a couple defenders. He's going all the way in.
Basically goes coast to coast.
Rebound by Jet Martin, but it was blocked. And now Andrews passing deep to Hicks. Hicks, long shot. And Washington's going to take the lead, 47-45. And then Cole Martin's going to shoulder his way down. He hands it off to Dane Parker. I don't think that was a good idea there.
I'm not even really sure what they called there.
They called it out of bounds.
Just out of bounds? Okay.
Because Dane was right there on the line. I mean, just right in front of us here.
Heyman's going to call another timeout.
And I think they're getting fired up over there. We're seeing a lot of quick passes. Washington is definitely putting pressure on, and they're putting pressure on hard. So, Coach Hammond's kind of getting the boys in there, talk to them, figure this out. All right, so we're about to come back in. 45-47. Now the Washington Warriors lead the Davis Wolves. Here with about 5 minutes left in the ball game. I'll have a better time. Yep, 5:39 left in the game. And this is going to be Washington ball. Andrews going to bring it across the Wolf and kicks inside to Hendricks. He's going to go back out to Hicks. Hicks almost hit another three. Rebound by Quinones. Hendricks with the long shot, and he's going to make it. They've got to get a hand in their face because the Warriors are hot from three.
They are hot from behind the arc, and I actually had a conversation. I'm trying to remember who it was with. That one of the players from this group that Washington does live and die by the three.
Dakota Bridenstine got to get rid of the ball, and he gets it down to Jet Martin. And Jet's going to get bumped, lose the ball. Andrews looking. Hendricks with another long shot, and it's rebounded by Dakota Bridenstine. And Dakota's going to drive and almost get that shot. Cole Martin with the putback. That brings the Wolves back within three. So Andrews passing to Hendricks, back out to Hicks, to Andrews. Over to the left-hand side of Quinones, who looked at the three. Cole back in his face.
If he'd have been about 2 feet closer, I think he'd have pulled the trigger on that one.
Scott down low, and Hendricks. Wow! Hicks with the long shot.
The ref really needs to start looking at that number 24 because, I mean, he's basically staring down the player. The coach almost got on the court, shoving him back to tell him to get back away.
And Cole Martin answers with his own three. Back within three, 53-50. Cole Martin left alone. I think the Warriors forgot that we do have a couple shooters. Inside to Scott, and Jet Martin just couldn't get his hand on that one, and Scott with a two.
Yeah, I really would like to see somebody get in that 24's face. Like I said, coach was basically on the court, shoving him back to get back down the court because he was basically just staring down Trey Parker over there on that defensive side. So not a fan of that kind of play.
Right.
Really wish they would, do something about that because
the only thing that's going to happen that's going to get somebody hurt.
Yeah. I understand that, you got to. It's an emotional game. All sports are emotional, but you've got to learn to keep that in check.
Right.
And I'm just not a fan of that kind of play.
So 3:50 left in the ball game. The Washington Warriors lead your Davis Wolves 55-50 in a tight game. We've seen a couple lead changes. We've seen the Wolves be dominant for a while, and now one thing we haven't seen a whole lot, Bobby, is we've seen just a few subs come off of the Davis bench.
Yeah.
And if they have come, it hasn't been for very long.
Yeah, definitely a different look for the Wolves, but it's worked this evening.
Yeah.
I know we're down in this game by 5 late in the game, but all in all, this has not been a bad game by the Wolves.
So there goes Dane Parker. Dane with the ball, guarded by Hendricks, and Dakota's going to drive and try to get that shot, and he's going to go down. And Hicks is going to get that one. 57-50 now for the Warriors. And Dakota Bridenstine's going to drive in. And Cole Martin with the long three. Nails it! 53-57. Davis trying to make that comeback. 3:07 left in the ball game. To me, Bobby, Davis has to get a hand in their face and then just keep. They're leaving Cole Martin wide open.
Yeah,
just letting him shoot that three, so let him do it.
Yeah, as long as he's at the top of that key where he's hot right now, I'd give him the ball.
And you can hear the student section. You can hear the junior high students next to me.
Yeah, the junior high up here getting crazy. High school's getting crazy down here at the bottom. Fans are getting crazy.
Wow, that's Hendricks with another shot.
I mean, it's getting loud in here.
And Dane Parker with the long
almost
three,
with three of his own.
Misses that off. And now the Washington Warriors lead the Wolves 60-53. 2:18 left in the game. And now the Warriors trying to, pass the ball around, and Cole trying to shoulder him across that line a little bit. Pass into Scott. Scott kicking it back out. Hendricks again. He is wide open, and he is hitting with reckless abandon, Bobby.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really you could do about that.
That's just wild.
I mean, every time down the court, it seems the last 4 or 5 times they've gotten it in his hands, and he's knocked it down. No matter who's in his face, where it's coming from, he's knocking them down.
I can hear the little announcer from NBA Jam in my head.
Yes.
The he's on fire.
Yeah, I think he's on fire 4 or 5 times ago down the court. Now's where you'd see that flaming ball, flaming net, because he is hot. I know close game like this, Mr. Morris, that down 10 points, under 2 minutes to go. Got to start kind of thinking about that player of the game.
Yeah.
A lot to choose from. Again, I don't think this has been a bad game by the Wolves.
No.
Again, you live and die by the 3. Right now, Washington is
They are living, and they're living large now.
Yes, they are.
And that's one thing. That's a shot. If you get comfortable and if you get hot, it's hard to put it out. But to say about being hot, Cole Martin from the top of the arc has been money.
Yep, absolutely.
So
they've just got a few more to fall than we have here late in the game.
Shout out to 21 people that are watching us right now.
Joining us in for this late game.
Cole Martin.
Just under 2 minutes to
kicks
go.
It over to Dakota. Bridenstine to Parker. Parker to Caraway to Martin. And Cole's going to get that. He's going to take that little shot. It's going to be missed. And so Jet's going to give that foul, and he's going to take number 4. Minute 36.
He's going to go down there and get 1 and 1 down there on that end.
Yep.
Minute 30 left. I know in basketball that's probably a lot of time.
Yeah.
But it's getting to crunch time.
Yeah, it is. It's getting close. So this is number 11, Colton Ross.
Knocks down the first one.
So extending that lead to 11. Like I said, at one point the Wolves had a 10-point lead a couple times in this game. And then Washington just heated up from beyond the arc. Ross is going to make his second. So it's 65-53 Washington. And Cole's going to let that ball bounce to the half court a little bit and kicks it over to Cody. Cody Caraway is going to kind of thread the needle to Dakota Bridenstine, but the ball's going to get away from him. And Hendricks is going to dribble out to the Wolf. Quinones is going to drive, and he's going to dribble out to Hendricks. They're stalling it now.
They're trying to run that clock out.
Got a minute, just over a minute left, and Davis is going to have to foul. Caraway's going to give up a foul.
That should be Caraway's third right there.
And you are right, that's Cody Caraway's third. So Quinones is going to shoot his free shots. First one goes in. Second one rolls off. It's going to be picked up by Dane Parker. Rebound by Dane. Dane's going to bring it down low. And he's going to dribble and lose control and kind of collide with Scott there. But, lost control, kind of, that the blood is pumping. And it looks like Cody Caraway is going to come out.
Yeah, they're going to decide to put a little pressure on him right up here.
And so coming in for Cody Caraway is number 5, Trey Parker, the senior. So you've got all seniors on the floor right now for the Wolves.
Should be Trey's third foul, excuse me. 53 seconds to go. Wolves trail 66-53.
They're in the double bonus.
Yeah, I think they thought it was still 1-1
Yeah.
there. So
hey, fired up, ready to go. I like it.
now just because I'm not a big fan of the way he was playing earlier, I'm not going to point out that he obviously can shoot from the 3-point line, but struggling from the free throw line.
I guess you can be a little petty. It's okay.
It's okay. Sorry
he
about that.
He did hit that one. That's
he,
all right.
he did make that one.
So 52 seconds left in the game. Wolves trailing 53-67 and looking for a bucket. Kicks it over to Jet Martin. Jet's going to go up and get the bucket. And they're going to cover him up. And whoa.
Almost a clothesline foul there.
About
his
little
fourth
Stan
foul.
Hansen-esque there with the
Yep.
throwing the lariat at Quinones. Wow, nobody's going to get that reference, but
I doubt it. But you never know.
I'm going to stand by it, though.
You never know.
Did you get it? As long as you got it, Bobby, I'm happy.
I did. Sorry, you caught me mid-drink there.
Oh, it's okay. It is. We have been talking a lot. And
there's probably there is 21 people still watching. I'm pretty sure they're probably sitting at home thinking, I wish these two guys would shut up.
Well, I am going to say that I think personally for you and I, this is the best one we've done. So we decided to get a little animated, and it has worked out nice. Whoa, shot by Dane Parker, rebound by Jet Martin, and get a little hairy down there. But now it's going to Washington. Washington 20. About 21 seconds left in the game. Washington leads 68-55. And looks like we're going to see a couple guys come in for the Wolves to spell some of these seniors. Number 4, Tuff Hammonds, sophomore, and junior number 2, Colton McGahey. That's taken forever. Okay.
That was the longest sub situation I think I've ever seen.
And so now Tuff meets him there at the line. And looks like we're going to call a foul on number 4, Tuff Hammonds.
They're still trying to keep that ball in the hot hand of number 24 there for the Warriors.
For Hicks.
You'd think I'd remember his last name as much.
I've had to say it a bunch.
A bunch in the last few minutes of this game, especially this fourth quarter.
Looks like with this last 14 seconds, Washington's going to try to throw in a couple extra players here. Colton with the rebound, kicks it over to Cole Martin. Cole with the shot of the hand in his face. Three-pointer, pretty much a long pass to Jet. And that's going to be the ball game. And the Washington Warriors are going to come back and win the game 69-50.
I think it was 57, I think is what I had there.
Coach Schilling is quick on the trigger over there and never can get the last score.
Yeah. As soon as that ball,
he's done, he's ready to go.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
So give me some of the scores for the Davis players, Bobby. The top 3.
The top 3. You're looking at Cole Martin, hot hand from beyond the arc. 16 points.
16 points, okay.
Okay. Dane right behind, closest behind him with 8. But your leader out there has got to be Mr. Jet Martin.
Okay.
With 17 points.
17 points.
Okay. Now we're going to go to rebounds. Cole had 1. Dane had 4. I got 8 for Jet Martin.
Wow.
Okay. Assists. Cole had 1. Dane had 3. So, I mean, they're still battling in there. But we get over here to the free throws. 3 for 4 for Mr. Jet Martin.
Okay.
5 blocks.
5 blocks.
5 blocks.
Wow.
So he had to one-up our Miss Logan Pruitt from the first game and come in with 5 blocks. So it's my vote that the 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks, and 3 for 4 from the line that's got to go to player of the game, Mr. Jet Martin.
That's Jet Martin.
Yeah, I think he had a good game. And, again, all the way around, I think the Wolves had a good game, but Washington living large by that 3-point.
Yeah, I mean, like we've said it a couple times, and you hear it all the time, live by the 3, die by the 3. Like I said, they were living, and they were living big out there. You know, and eventually that'll catch you.
Yeah.
But it didn't tonight. They were out there. Hicks, number 24, he was all over the place. So, but I thought the Wolves played well. Got a lot to build on there. We can go on. You know, a couple players that, you know, we're seeing on the starting lineup, like Cody Caraway. Cody Caraway had a great game.
Yep.
Really settled in, kind of came into his own, had some really great plays. So, I mean, it's a loss. But I don't think it's a bad loss.
Yeah,
you know, you take it that way.
If you can find the good in it, I think we played well.
Mm-hmm.
Shot the ball well, rebounded well. You know, there's just not a lot you can do when a team gets that hot. And Washington made us pay for it.
Yeah, they sure did. So looks like I think we are about to wrap it up here. Again, thanks for joining us for the WOLF, the Howell Media Group. Brought to you by our great sponsors, and I'll go through them again one more time, make sure I got them all. Mike Hellick Chevrolet, Mr. Clint Grinstead with CNC Backhoe Service, Hilltop Animal Health, Mack Trailer, Oklahoma Army National Guard, Sooner Pharmacy, Jones Jewelry, and our banks here in town, First National Bank of Davis, Pauls Valley National Bank, Vision Bank, and Landmark Bank.
I think you once again got them all.
Oh, crushed it. Okay.
Improving on your last game. So.
I mean, I wish Howell member Abby Snyder was here so I could rub it in her face because she always gives us a hard time for leaving one out.
Yeah.
So, but let's see. Next week,
I believe Tuesday night we're going to be in our to be named gym.
And I think I kind of want to go with. You know, we had a really good recommendation by Coach Jody Milligan.
Yep.
So we'll think about it, and we'll name it then on the day, I think.
I think we'll name it that night. I think we need to get him on the air to help name it that night.
To name it? Okay, yeah. I think we could sweet talk him into that.
I think we can talk him into that. So join us Tuesday night from the to be named facility for wrestling. I'm not sure I remember who it is against.
We're wrestling somebody.
We are wrestling Tuesday night.
And then I don't think there's a basketball tournament next week, so we won't be on for the rest of the week on that. So, yeah, join us Tuesday night. Again, thanks. This is Jared Morse and Bobby Alexander. Well, I'm Jared Morse. Bobby can talk for himself. I'll let him. For the WLF, the Howell Media Group here at Davis High School, and we'll talk to you then.
All right.